than you, Carly. So are you guys happy with that order? Don't want to put you on the spot, either of you, but let me know. Because my tongue... Yeah. I know, right, Alex? That's like, if I get booted off here, I'm like, I'm going to have to work Facebook. Not work Facebook, like, I've never put Facebook to its full potential. I'm like, Caitlin, who did you want to connect to tonight? Carly's happy with you. Caitlin, I'm happy. I've got to get a drink though. That healing... Sophia and I were in an Akashic record workshop. It's bloody thirsty work. I've been thirsty all bloody day, like, can't get enough to drink. Pardon me. And releasing like there's no tomorrow. Apparently in my... Oh, yep. Apparently in my past life, my son ran over... I don't know if it was an accident. Ran over my right leg. You know, like a tractor accident. Sophia, right? Grandfather, but I'm open. What's your grandfather's name, Caitlin? Even though we didn't connect to him with a name last time. He was just there. He's so cute. Yeah. Well, apparently she picked up that I had circulation issues in my right leg, and I'm like, oh, okay. I've never really noticed. Do your thing. But yeah. Golfing. I'd hurt my left leg, so when she said your right leg, I was like, no, I haven't had issues with that, maybe during pregnancy, but it's my left leg that's been affecting me the last 3 days. And she's like, oh, that's a whole nother thing. That was like somebody hit you with the golf club. I'm like, okay, Richard. Okay. Richard. Caitlin, did he used to... I don't know if he lived in a cold or cooler climate. Oh, were you? Did you feel that that resonated with you, user 103? Caitlin, was he living in a cold climate with you guys? Because I feel like, you know, you used to get the rosy cheeks as well. Actually, I remember I saw him with his... on the farm. Or when he presented around a farm and he was sort of... It was wintry and wet. Feeling straight away like my cheeks are going rosy, and he's so funny because he's standing there already with his hand on his belly, letting me know, you know, that he's got that big belly about him. It's funny when guys present for me, because sometimes I'm like, I don't know if it's male or female energy unless I see them. So when I see them, they come through with no shirt on. Hey Tasha, hey Nick. Please stop kicking me off. I need to be here. Love it. Oh, Nikita. Sorry, I'm so sorry. It is Nikita. It's weird because I've actually always felt uneasy. Not close or... Oh, yep. It gets really cold here, not the last few years though. Was Granddad like living around you guys? For some reason he's just showing me his rosy cheeks at the moment. So I don't know if that was a thing for him or something that really stood out for you when you, you know, saw him or talked to him or whatever. Hello, Humbling Enlightenment. How are you? I'm good, thanks, Tasha. How are you doing? 20 minutes apart. Yep. Let's see. I always get nervous doing mediumship on the same people I've already connected with. And that's like a lot of my me, issues with me popping up to the surface. So let's see where this goes. Interesting. Caitlin, I don't know if you've been having today, it feels like there's a blood vessel on the top of the head that's been pulsating really hard. I don't know if that's you or if Granddad's trying to show me something. You've got this. She's good. Tasha, I popped some selenite under her pillow and she slept right through last night, and the night before there was no issues, and then the night I saw you guys on live, that was like very minimal compared to what she's been doing. Right side, yeah, got it on the right side. Right here, sort of, it's like next to the crown, sort of off to the side a bit. Okay, Caitlin, how long has that been going? How long have you been getting that there? Because I don't want to scare you, but I feel like Granddad's coming through with a warning for you, because I got the word aneurysm. So, you know, if it's been, so just today, oh, feels like a sunblock vein, it's weird. It's like, yeah, it does, it's like a single vein, you can pinpoint it and it's just going like that. That's what it feels like. Exactly how my movements are going there, that's how it feels like, that it was pulsing. I got the word aneurysm, okay? So, maybe if you notice it tomorrow, go and get it checked out, don't delay. Because I feel like it's just, it's a warning. Okay? So if you're going to sit on it and do nothing, that's where you're going to find trouble. But Granddad's coming through, like, get in early sort of thing. So get that checked out. On and off for about a year, they put me on migraine meds. I don't feel it's got anything to do with your migraines though. I've picked up on them before. This is completely different. Don't stop with the anxiety, because I feel that triggering right now. It's a warning, okay? Warnings are good. When warnings come from spirit, it's a really good thing. It's like, we're going to change this around, we're going to turn it around, okay, so it doesn't happen. That's how warnings come through when they come through to me like that. So that's because they're so bad. Get a second opinion if you have to. Get it looked at. I know healthcare is really different where you guys are. I feel your anxiety coming up when I'm talking about this stuff. And I don't want to scare you. I don't need to panic you. You know, I'm just the messenger, and the message is to just get it checked out, okay? Because we know how important early detection is for something, okay? It's that crossroads. It can either be really good or really bad, but if we catch it early enough, we're gonna, you know, we're gonna jump timelines. We're gonna change things around a little bit. We're gonna be sweet. That's the sort of feel I get for you. And if you're not being heard by whoever it is you're seeing, get a second opinion. You know, tell them a lie. Say it's been bothering you for a week and it's out of the normal and it just feels different. Anything to get them to look at it. Just say it's in the, yeah, good point, Annette. Just say it's, yeah. Say, you know, Granddad's saying, say I had it. What was the nickname he used to call you, Caitlin? Because he's trying to tell me a nickname. He's going, say I had it, and I'm getting a nickname, but I'm not hearing it clearly. Chook? Did he used to call you Chook? Sounds like him. I think he loved me. Of course he loved you. Hey Shakira, how are you going? Chook. It was Chook, wasn't it? He said, tell him I had it, Chook. Because I got initially, and I'm like, say it again. I asked him to say it again, and I got chook. He called me Monica. Oh, really? Monica? Where the fuck did chook come from? Why Monica? Hey Shakira, I'm just in the middle of a paid reading at the moment, hun. Be patient, stick around, and I can get to your question. So, no, he never used to call you Chook then. Because I look like... I knew you were going to say bloody Monica Lewinsky. I knew it had something to do with that. Makes sense. God, he's a funny bugger, isn't he? Oh, what does chook mean? I think it might be just an Australian thing. If you're not getting it, I don't need to explain it. If he didn't call you that, don't worry about it. That's too funny. So that's what he was coming through first, was that straight away showing me that. So go and get it looked at. If anything, for your own good, you know, for your own peace of mind, go and have another, if you're able to get another review, another scan of your head. What else would you, I've got to go back and, I don't think I called him his name last time. Just because he comes through so easily. He's always around you, Caitlin. Richard. Yeah, it's a young chickie babe. Chook. You know, like chicken, chook. Still feel like there's a C word there though, that he's calling you. That sounded weird, that sounded wrong. Felt dirty as I got older. Oh, Monica. Too funny. So Caitlin, what did you want to ask him? Because you've wanted to bring him forward for a reason. It's been on your mind for a couple of days. Why have you wanted to bring Grandad forward? He's always just smiling. Do you talk to him much? Because I feel like he's saying that you don't. Or not as much as you should. Or not as much as you think you should. There's some sort of communication disconnect there. I feel like he's like, I'm here, because he's always around you. Whenever I like read into your energy and stuff, he's always there. He's the first person I see. Just why me of all people is he sticking around for? Why not? Says why not? Loves, oh my gosh, did I see, who was that? I just saw Sherry Collins come through, and I don't think it's my Sherry Collins. Did you see that, Sophia? Pop in and I'll be like, I miss you. Yep. But you're not, you know how you used to tell me, talk to G. Talk to her about everything and anything because they just want to be included. And I didn't get that for a long time. I'm like, what the hell am I going to talk to her about? Like, I've got nothing to say. He's like, I'm here, but she doesn't talk. And it's, I feel like it's not enough. Yeah, I need to find the name so I can block, delete, report. When does he pop into your head though? Does he pop into your head when you're not doing so well. I feel like, because to me I feel like he kind of pops into your head, you know, when my grandmother used to a lot. When I wasn't doing so well, and she would pop in to let me know that, you know, whatever you're going through right now, however you're feeling, you can stop because it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And sometimes it's when you're really down and out that you finally allow them to come into your space. They're always there. But for some reason we've got our, you know, we're at our most vulnerable, we've got our guard down. We get to hear them better, or see them better, or feel them better. Yeah, exactly, Mel. No, I just don't speak to him after my grandmother passed. He was just out of my life. Yeah, it's funny because when I see him, I've seen him once with your grandmother, I believe. And he was standing in the background because he allowed me the time and the space to talk to your grandmother. But more often than not, I see him standing there alone. So I feel like he's just, you know, he's just like your cheer squad. He's there to support you. He's there to, you know, help steer you in certain directions. Oh, Cherie Collis. There you go. Hey, Cherie. You came up, your name came up so fast, it looked like somebody I knew, and I know there's a lot of scammers trying to, you know, be her and rort her and stuff like that. Welcome, welcome, hun. So funny, because she's Sherry, S-H-E-R-I, Collins. Yeah, I think so. I think so, Caitlin. He's always there, and you know, if he's been on your mind now, you know, the stuff with the house that you're worried about, the moving and the, you know, that I want to say stagnant phase that you're going to be stuck in for a little bit. I feel like he's there to let you know that, you know, it's going to be alright. You guys are going to be alright. Have patience. No, no, not at all. Not her at all. Yeah, very stagnant. When I see him, he's still standing in front of that that farmhouse, and it's still like he always shows me it's like grey and wintry. That real patience. How patience, Richard? How's Caitlin supposed to find patience in amongst the chaos? He's smiling. He says, you know. He's like talking down to both of us right now. He's like, you know how. Go within, be humble, compassion to everything around you, compassion most to yourself. Have patience. The patience you have to learn. I heard the word like frustrated. Do you get, or do you have things that trigger frustration at the moment, or frustration about this situation that's triggered? Because he's steering me to let you know to work through those. You know, again, it's that control coming up from you. It's out of your control. Oh, patience is a tough lesson to learn. Everything inside is turbulent again and no longer still and quieted. So how do you create that for yourself? What can you do to create that peace? And I know it's so hard about not being heard, feeling like what I say is ignored, just want to be heard. Yeah. Because you want to be heard but you don't want to rock the boat at the same time. And then holding back things, because my voice is cracking, because I'm like, you know, I'm in a situation where I've got to hold back. But you know, holding back is not healthy. But at the same time, it goes back to you don't want to rock the boat. So it's about finding that balance. I feel like it's a lesson of strength and willpower. But I also find that you're, or feel that you're stepping into those new gifts that you spoke about too. And you're to use this time to explore that. Because I feel like when you've had those challenges and you're seeing those, you know, those people out of your peripheral and all of that, and even though you don't want to deal with that because you've got other things going on, you know, like you said, your anxiety is triggered. It's about finding the balance between that and still accepting where you're being guided to as well. Started going through the cave. Love it. Not being heard. Feeling like started going through the cave. How much further in the cave did you get? That's what came up with my Akashic record stuff, is not being heard. I forget the question that Sherry had said. She's like, now see yourself with people around you, and the people around me, they were around me. I was in a city and people were going all past me. I wasn't being seen. And then she said, there's someone standing in front of you a little ways down the road. Go up to that person and, you know, just see what they have to say. I didn't have a person. I went up to a shaggy old dog. And the dog saw me. And I was a little girl, a little blonde-haired girl. And I wasn't seen. I still carry those, you know, those self-doubt stuff. Started quietening the turmoil inside. Yeah, I feel like it's a journey that only you can go on at the moment, Caitlin. I feel like it's a, it's one of those things to get guidance, but it feels like I can't, you know, I can't walk with you hand in hand through that. I feel like too that there's a point where I feel like Granddad's showing me that too, that some of this, he's like, just talk to me, talk to me more. He's there to just, his main thing is to let you know that you're going to be okay, that whatever you're being faced with at the moment, you will see the other side of this, okay? You will come out stronger and better, and you will have the knowledge of hindsight with you as well. So that's why he's sort of been on your mind, and that's why he's been coming forward. But, you know, as I connect with him too, he's fading back as well. But he's not fading back because, you know, he's saying that that's the end of my presence, you know, the reading is finished. He's stepping back to let you know that he can't walk with you through this either. It's something you need to do on your own. And it's about breaking those cycles and working through them and working through those triggers, those emotions. Yeah, I know it's been a while. I'm still at the beginning, but I learned a lot. Yep. No worries, Sammy. Just the fear. Yep. Hey, Nyoka, how are you? Yeah, fear is a big one. We've spoken about this before. So fear is designed, fear is part of ego, fear is designed to keep us, you know, where we are. Fear stops us from growth and reaching our full potential, or stepping into that next phase of our lives. So, yeah, sometimes... Where's your hamster been in all this, Caitlin? I know you're talking about Granddad and you want to connect to Granddad, but Granddad's... He's like, yeah, very quickly pulled my attention to what was going on with your head at the moment. I don't know if that's a weird topic with him. Oh, yes. Okay, yeah. That could be why he's stepping back too. I get what you mean. Reading between the lines. Did you just have a sharp pain on your left-hand side about there, Caitlin? Come through. I'm getting that it would have been a weird topic for him if he were still alive. But there's still support there. Still feeling the support there from him. Yeah, facial cycles. Yep. Fear has kept me. It has, Caitlin. And I feel like too that's why life still feels like you're going... I don't know if you feel like you're going backwards or you're falling down. Reminds me of, like, I've got a vision of Alice in Wonderland. Is it Alice in Wonderland? Falling down the tunnel, you know, falling backwards, legs and arms flailing. But I feel like it's that, but in slow motion. He doesn't come unless I call him out. Oh, the hamster? Really? Okay. I'm good. Been busy with kids. Looking forward to school home. I hear you, Naoka. Hey, Connie. Good to see you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think I know why, Caitlin. But yeah, snap me. It's still, you know yourself. It's still something you want to work through. And if you're interested, the lady that me and Sophia follow for quantum healing and stuff like that, she does a shit ton of free healings. She is legit. She's amazing. I think I've shared a couple of times for you. I'm pretty sure I have. But if you want to know more or catch her lives, because she does a shit ton of stuff. So much. And it may help you with the push and the confidence that you need as well to help collapse some timelines there. Like, I'm at the beginning again. I'm alone. I don't trust my gifts. Why? Why don't you trust your gifts, Caitlin? Yep. Yeah, so I'll share her link and stuff through again for you, Caitlin. She's amazing. She tries to get on whenever she's able to. She's the one that we did the Akashic Records workshop with today. Amazing. Just amazing. trying to think of that bloody... Oh, what's it called? I've got a mental blank. Imposter syndrome. Are you feeling like that? Or have you been feeling like that? I have in the past week. I didn't let it get the best of me though, because that's another form of ego coming through, trying to keep us still, trying to keep us stagnant, trying to stop our growth, trying to stop our progress. Those feelings are surfacing again in the past half year. I think it's been hard too, because you've been off for a while while you've been getting your numbers up to be able to go live again, and that makes it very difficult. Yeah, absolutely, I will, Alex. Yeah, she's amazing. Like, her sort of style when she comes on live is she will do some group stuff. She's usually on for about an hour, so half of that time she's doing some group stuff. So she's collapsing stuff, she's changing timelines, she's adding new codes to be activated and stuff, and then she will go through and pick a few people towards the end of her live to do a couple of healings, individual to you. So sometimes you can ask for healing, sometimes you can ask for cards, sometimes you can ask for you know, her going by her highest good and stuff like that. She's got 40 guides that she works with, and she does everything so bloody quick. Like, she's so fascinating to watch. I'll tag you as well, Annette. I'll send the link through to you ladies. Done. So Caitlin, so you've got to find a way to work on those stuff. You've got to find a way to break those cycles. You know, and you know, sometimes it's about doing a list, pros and cons. You know, what is ego stopping me from? And then like debunking them. Is this true? Even if you can't answer it on a day where you're not thinking clearly, come back to it on a good day and review it. Review your list and say, nah, and then rewrite the words so that the next time it happens, you can start telling yourself the new list. Instead of feeling like, you know, column A, start telling yourself that you feel like column B. You know, it starts with acknowledging that and breaking down that voice of ego, because that's taking your power back. You know, it's breaking down the power that it has over you. How did my subconscious mind say to take a back burner and like, this is because I need spirit? Yep. Sit in the garage. Look, trust me, Sophia and I have been releasing all day long. We've been on the toilet all afternoon since... I'm sorry, I'm spilling too much. Sophia's like, don't include me, just tell your own damn story. But yeah, after the live, like, we've been going to the toilet all afternoon, more than usual, just crazy. Like, we've been getting rid of that much stuff. I've been feeling really exhausted because when I took the journey to Akashics, I was bawling my eyes out before we even started. Like, it was just whatever, you know, feel into it, right? That's the whole point of doing it. It's about being vulnerable. It's about being open. Otherwise, you're not gonna move stuff. You're not gonna shift stuff. So random, but I keep seeing a leash for you, Caitlin. Don't know if that means anything. Oh, interesting. Never comes to me and she won't leave me. She's sitting on my feet. Who's sitting on your feet? Oh, Ruby. Love it. So Caitlin, your granddad's pretty much stepped away, but I feel like he's come in and said what he's needed to say. But for you, it's about breaking those cycles, and you know that going into the cave is one of your biggest hurdles. So, you know, maybe one day we can sit down together and just really nut out, you know, little baby steps of how we're going to tackle it. You know, something that's manageable for you and doesn't seem too overwhelming, and then bring up those feelings of anxiety again. because we want to try and do it at a pace that you're comfortable with, and yeah, again, something manageable for you. Stress and anxiety today is weird. Oh no, Connie. Oh, Caitlin's wanting. Yeah, I knew you would. Well, I didn't even ask. You know how we go. You'd do the same too, Sophia. You want a dog. I'm wondering too if the leash could represent Caitlin. Is there something that you can imagine tethering yourself to outside of the cave and then walking into the cave with a rope tied around your waist and going into the cave? My ears are burning now, so what haven't you been listening to, Caitlin? Oh, good night, Annette. When can I go and bring you to Australia? I love it. I love it. I know. So thirsty. That's the other thing after doing this healing. We're just so thirsty. Like cottonmouth thirsty. So dry in the mouth, it's ridiculous. But it's good because you know you're healing. You know you've shifted a whole heap of stuff today. Caitlin, your comments aren't coming through, or I don't know if you heard about the rope, tethering yourself outside of the cave and then walking in with a rope. I feel like there's water in this cave too because I can hear water. Oh, Powerade. Powerade. I thought about buying some today too, Caitlin. Too funny. I'm going to call it Power Adelaide every time I see it now. Powerade. Caitlin, where'd you go? It's funny, Sophia. Oh, so, helping with your niece. When Connie said about the leash, I was seeing like if you're able to tether yourself outside of the cave and walk in the cave with a rope tied around your waist, so that you know that you can always get out of the cave safely. Because that might be another, a psychological thing that you're, I feel like the fear of being trapped inside the cave. I don't know why am I saying cage? Because at the moment it's a cage for you. It's limiting everything for you at the moment. It's significant, it's huge. That's why it's coming up as cage. But when Connie said about the leash, I was thinking exactly, you have that control. You're always able to let yourself know that I am safe to get out because I'm tethered there. You can even let your hamster wait by where you've got it tethered. And I keep hearing water as well. I feel like you're going to cross a body of water within the cave. Hey Ashley, I'm just doing a private read at the moment. I've got another 2 after this. Or paid read, I should say. But yeah, we'll be picking up on the free cards again, hun. I'm in the water in a boat in the cave. Yeah, well that's how I feel. All I can hear is water all around me. I'm hearing like, you know, the cave drips of water, but I'm hearing like running water as well. And it feels like where you need to get to is the other side of that cave. You can still get out, but where you need to deal with your issues is the other side of the water, if that makes sense. I'm getting that pain in the head again. Yeah, I see that too, Sophia. Yeah, it drips down the walls. Yep. I can hear it clear as day. Like, you can hear the echo of it too. I feel like for you too, don't worry about the darkness, because I can see a blue glow. It's like a almost like a blue-green glow over the water. Yep. Yeah, it's lit. Your path is clear. I'm seeing that your path is clear to get to the other side. So you don't have to worry about the darkness consuming you either. You're safe there. I'm trying to say the cave is gone. It is. It is. It's glowing. Yeah, I feel calm there too. That's why I'm letting Caitlin know that there's no, like, if it's the darkness that you fear or being consumed by that darkness, there's no darkness there. It's lit. But this is the challenge. You just have to take that first step to get there. Oh, did you, Nikita? It happens a lot. Hey, Emily. I'm just doing a couple of paid reads at the moment, and then I will get back to the card messages, hon. It's the darkness in the water that scares me. Yep. You are safe. You are safe, and it's up to you to trust and take that plunge. Take that step. I couldn't see into the cave before. All I could see was the darkness. I'm actually seeing into the cave and onto the other side. I feel like, hey Liz, I'm good, how are you? I feel like, you know when some adults used to pull kids' ears? I feel like, I don't know if you ever had, I don't know if your granddad did or who. I'm not seeing your granddad do it, but I'm just saying, it feels like, because my ears are burning right now, and then I've got the sensation of it being pulled. I'm trying to trust my guides and myself. Yep. Oh, is this your other cruise, Liz? Or is this something totally different? I feel like, yeah, Caitlin, who's pulling you? Who's pulling on your ear? You're not listening. I'm getting like, come on, it's time to go. You have to do this. And I know the more that you get pushed into wanting to do it, the more you get timid and sort of step back again. Oh, okay. Oh, berry picking. Nice. What sort of berries? Or all the berries? Yeah. Yeah, I feel it. I feel it, Caitlin. So I keep hearing your path across the water is clear. It's clear. And it's really calm across there too, because there's no, external environment that's gonna, you're not gonna all of a sudden go from the cave to a, I don't know if the thoughts crossed your mind or why this is coming up, but it's not going to go from still cave water to, you know, rough seas. For some reason, that's really important for you to hear. Because I don't know if you feel like you're going to be overboard or something. There's something coming up about rough seas, so I don't know if you've had that thought. I need to set up a schedule for myself and include some cave time. Yeah. Lots of different ones. Lots of different ones, but today was blueberries and boys and berries. Yum! Pancakes and berries, hell yeah. We're all coming for breakfast. Caitlin's breakfast, but we're all coming. All of us in Australia coming over to see Caitlin. No, there's no rapids, no rough seas. It's calm, it's still. And you know what it reminds me of? Even though there's this blue-green haze, not haze, but there's blue-green glow waiting for you on the other side of the water, right? The other side of the water, the other side of the cave. What was I going to say? What was I going to say? Where did that go? Come back. Come back. David wants breakfast. Hey, Aisha. I don't know what I was going to say there, Caitlin. It came through and I lost it. Yeah, I keep hearing like the path is clear. The path is clear. It is safe for you to go forward. Come for some yogurt and granola with berries. Will be that hot. Did you guys see that? Tell me I'm not tripping. I just saw somebody move behind me. Got a hole, like it drops. I was there for a second. All the way to the start, everything's okay. Yeah, I keep getting everything's okay. But the path is... I actually feel like the path ahead has been cleared. That's what I'm getting. Out of this other deck. I've been shuffling this whole time I've been talking to you, right, Caitlin? I've just put my cards down, face up. That's the bottom of the deck. Trust. Did you see it, Sophia? It was large. Felt large. It was behind me, but it felt like it was coming up. That's why I moved my head a bit. So I was ducking from spirit. Don't mind me. Alright, Caitlin. Caitlin, need to hear my side now. Yeah, it feels like just a hole in the centre of the cave. Yeah. Yeah, it did. Can't wait to see the replay. Alright, there we go. What we got? Oh, fuck, I love when the cards speak loud. Have no fear. Fear is a trap of the ego. Allow me to use my sword of light to free you from the disquieting feelings holding you back. That's from Archangel Michael. What else does Caitlin need to hear? Makes sense why I only seen it for a split second. Pray from the heart. Prayer can really move mountains. Reach out to the divine with your heart's concerns and watch miracles unfold. Your prayers are being answered. Oh dear. Open up to your spiritual gifts, Caitlin. Remember that your true nature is spiritual, not physical. The angels are sending you messages to guide you to your soul's growth. To guide your soul's growth. Hope you're hearing me. Welcome in, guys. Just doing a paid read and then we'll get back to some single messages. Change is coming, Caitlin. I'm here to guide you through this exciting transformation. This is a time of joyous opportunities. Hey Courtney, I'm good, how are you? Like the other day on live, who was chanting in the native tongue. I love it too, Caitlin. One more for you. It just fell out as I was going to say. That's enough. Trust in divine purpose. This experience has divine meaning. Healing will come. Know that you're on a path of growth. I can't make this shit up. Spirit always comes through. Love it. So I'm going to leave that there for you, Caitlin. We can always talk about ways to sort of break down your cave stuff in smaller chunks, or if you want to go by intuition and see how much you can get through, and then yeah, let us know. Hey Sarah, how are you? Alright, hope that helped, Caitlin. This buddy had this random guy on video with her and he was chanting in some language. That's amazing. So Courtney, I've just got 2 paid readings that I've got to get through, and then I'll open up the chat again for the single cards and stuff. The intuitive messages coming through. I bet it was. Did he have a good voice though? Alright Carly, you still there, lovely? Carly and then Samantha. No? Oh, that's even worse. Alright, Carly. Carly, what sort of reading were you after? No, it was the chaos in the background. Oh, yeah. That was crazy. I'm glad you were jumping off, because I'm like, oh, I can't deal with the chaos right now. It was getting too much for me. Too much for me and my squirrel brain that morning. Were you after general? General's usually what spirit needs for you to hear most right now is what usually comes through. And anything I see, hear, feel, smell, wherever it goes for you, and where. For you. I don't get it. For who? For Liz. Well, so Carly, tell me who you'd like to connect to, and then I'll see if I can connect with them, huh? If you had someone in mind. Because not very often I do spirit-led anymore. I shouldn't say that because that's limiting myself. What does, alright, spirit, what does Carly need to hear most right now? And is there anyone that wants to step forward with messages for Carly? You want a drink? Want a drink of water? No? Okay. Yeah? Look on your pillow then, I'll give you a drink. Alright, let's see who would like, if there's anyone that wants to step forward for Carly. Carly, while I'm seeing if anyone wants to connect, whether it's a guide or a loved one, sometimes you never know how they come through, whether it's a guide, a loved one, or sometimes they come through with messages for somebody that you're close to as well, or messages just for you. I'm just going to shuffle some cards as well and get a general read going as well. Carly, have you been having issues with the back of your neck lately? I feel like it's muscular. I kind of feel like I've been holding myself, the tension, kind of like punching my shoulders up, and my head is back, like you can see. Feels like there's tension right across the back there. Might be just the way I'm. Oh, always in your back. Yep. Alright. Connect to one person to but only when they're ready to come to me. Okay, no worries, Carly. I feel like there's a guy around you though. He seems quite tall, slim build. I see him with black hair as well. He's not looking at me though, he's looking away from me. It's like I'm looking at his back, but he's behind you. I see him to your left hand side. No, right hand side. See if anything more comes through with that. Alrighty. Oh, thanks, Connie. Just piling into him most right now. Okay, hang on. I'm getting somebody coming through. So your whole area from your neck down, it feels like your back pain starts from the back of your neck, the back of your head, sorry, right up the top here. The base of your head goes down. All I feel is vibrating, the energies there. And I feel that tension is coming through. It's coming through for you. Hey Kristen, so he's just told me he's the spirit guide. Just give me a minute while I try and figure out why he's in your life at the moment, what he's here to teach you. Carly, have you been crying lately? Or feeling emotional the past couple of weeks? 'Cause I'm feeling like I'm ready to cry or on the verge of crying. Yeah. Berryless granola. There's an emotion welling up in you too. I feel like it's surfacing. I'm just trying to work out what that emotion is. I can't quite put my finger on it. Feels like frustration. Because I get this emotion come up that feels like frustration, and then I get like the tears sort of coming in behind it. So what's... Or have you been frustrated to tears lately? Something really been bothering you? I hear you say it so often, Sophia. Good one, Kristen. Cards are jumping out. 1 and 3. There's a few things, yeah. Feel like, so when I connect to that energy, what I feel for you, Carly, is I keep sort of hearing or feeling like, when is this shit gonna end? That's the sort of feeling that I get with it. So whatever that is for you, or whatever that reflects, you've got peace of mind there. Okay? No worries, Caitlin. Have a good day. Thanks so much. Love you. Yeah. Yeah, like I feel this build up of, that's what I feel like, build up of frustrations. You've got peace of mind there. So that tells you not to worry about those events that you can't control, or that your future is, that, you know, there's stuff working, your guides are working behind the scenes to get things done. You know, that's the sort of message that's coming through for you. Keep getting hang in there as well. You've got the findings card. Hey doll, how you going? Findings card, this comes up to remind you not to give up. So whatever it is you've been searching for or looking for, whether it's something material or it's something within yourself. Oh, I did that earlier too, Kristen, and I was on the live. That one's a reminder not to give up. Okay. Oh, who is this? So this guy standing beside you, he is one of your guides. He's a spirit guide. He stands to your right hand side. I don't know if you catch glimpses of him sometimes, because he just passed in front of me. If you see him and he comes in, for you, I feel like you may question if your eyes are playing tricks or not, because he comes through so quickly, and he fleets across, and it's a tall shadow. You can see it's a shadow, but that's him. Okay, he's there to, I feel like his energy is light, happy, cheerful, and I feel like for you, you haven't been your bubbly self, and you haven't been your bubbly self for a while, because these frustrations are getting the better of you. He wants you to remember the things. A little bit silly. Is this making sense for you at the moment, Carly? Have you seen or felt somebody around you and you haven't been too sure of the energy? I hope I haven't lost Carly. Thanks so much, Romina. think it's telling you to go to bed, Kristen. Just a Sophia's message come up. See? I must always feel as though someone is near me when I'm on my own. Yep. Yep. This is your guide. I was going to see, he comes across as a spark in front of you too, because he just showed me that way as well. So sometimes he'll come across as a shadow, and sometimes he'll come across as a spark, but he's always directly in your line of sight. I was going to see if I can get a name for you so that you can call him by something. Before I could even ask, I got the name Charles, so I don't know. Call him Charles and see what happens. They're funny sometimes. I'm like, so is your name Charles? He's like, Charles will do. Oh, it's too funny. I'm like, you gave it to me. He's like, yes. So Charles. So yeah, I feel like he's trying to give you your, or show you your vibrancy again, your bubbly self. He's smiling a lot. His energy is calm as well, but I feel like for you it's that finding your inner essence again, tapping into your inner child. And when I say inner child, I don't mean doing inner child work. I mean tapping into your inner child and seeing the world through the eyes of a child again. Definitely hear them, but not so much see them. Occasionally I see a shadow. Yep. The spark I've seen. Yep. It will be directly in your sight. And this shadow is quite, it's not a heavy shadow, because I feel like maybe for you, shadows aren't, you know, maybe you're not used to seeing them as much. So it comes through as a slight shadow. So you're like questioning, did I just see that? Or is my eyes playing tricks? You know, do I have something, you know, you might rub your eyes because you might think your eyes are playing silly buggers on you. It's not, to trust yourself. That's why he showed himself like that to me, to let me know that he's also coming to you, or he's come to you several times like that. Okay? So that's him. Charles. Random, but okay. His energy is just really calm, and he's smiling. Again, he just wants you to, don't worry, you've got this peace card here, so he's coming through to let you know, don't worry about those things that you cannot control. And let go of those frustrations as well, because they're not serving you to your highest good. You are, I don't know if you're thinking too far ahead, or worrying about stuff too far ahead, or you're not being present, or you're being too present and you're stuck there, and that's the frustrations that are sort of boiling up for you. Okay, but whatever that situation is, it will be sorted soon. So at the moment, again, for you, there's compassion. Compassion, love and courage towards self. Charles was one of my nicknames from younger days. There you go. Did you, I'm just curious to know, did you ever have a, I'm wondering if you ever had an imaginary friend named Charles? Hey Kerry, how you going? You've got the courage card there too as well. So courage and strength are usually together. Or one card represents the other. I always say it regardless, because sometimes it just comes out later in the deck, but they're always very close by. Strength and courage is needed for you right now, so keep persevering, keep pushing through, keep doing what you need to do. But no, again, this situation will be sorted. You've got the clarity card, okay? So I feel like, didn't know if there was clouds on that. When I picked this up, it looked like it had clouds, but I see the clouds parting and clearing, so things are going to start to make sense to you. You're going to start to see the direction that you're headed. I think at the moment you're so stuck where you are, you can't see out of it, if that makes sense. Or you can't see past or see that future where you're headed, because you're so consumed with what's happening around you at the moment. You've got the financial health card. This usually comes up when you've got struggles, so financial health struggles. So if there are struggles there, just know just to keep it in line. Try and keep track of it where you can, and try not to overindulge. Okay? Stuck is a nice way to put it. I feel like it's been like that for a little while, but it's, you know, after a while it does get to the point where you're like, when is this going to ever stop? When am I going to see, you know, when am I going to see better days? When is it going to get better? Where is it going to improve? When am I going to get out of this rut? I don't know if you're in a rut or you've just been, you know, and you're waiting to be shown the way or see the way, but new beginnings are coming, honey, because you've got the new beginnings card. So again, you're worthy, you're deserving to nurture yourself and look after yourself for the time being. Why? Because that's something you can control, your emotions and how you feel and how you react to what's going on around you. That's something that you can control, okay? But new beginnings are coming, okay? So hang in there. Again, goes back to the courage card. Strength and courage, so hang in there. You've got the reconciliation card, so making peace with the past, okay? So who or what do you need to make peace with? You know, what keeps popping up for you? What keeps holding you back? What other frustrations are you holding onto that you can release? Or, you know, send love and peace to, so that you can sort of get on your way again. Happiness. Okay, happiness is all yours, but at the moment I feel like it's blocked too, like it's stuck. Okay? But just know that that's still, I'm burping because it's, I'm sorry, confirmation coming up. Sorry, I felt like another big one was going to come through. Sorry. Sorry guys, it's so gross when we do that. Happiness. It's yours to have, but it's also, you know, your job to remind yourself that, bloody oath, it is mine to have. You know, I can have it whenever I want. I can have it despite what I'm going through, despite the challenges. I still have the right to have this. Okay, and that's what you've got to be telling yourself in these tough times. Okay, don't give up those hopes. Don't give up those dreams. Don't give up just because of the, you know, the situations that we're stuck in. And, you know, sometimes everything snowballs and we can't see past that. Yeah, they are nice. Hey, Kristen. But you've got trust there. Okay? Trust your journey. Trust it. Because, again, you know, whatever we get put through, they're lessons. They're there to teach us something, or they're there to help us grow. But, you know, we always have to get through them first. So we don't see that. We don't see that because we're stuck. We feel like we're stuck there and, you know, we can't find a way out, or we can't find a way forward. But that trust card reminds us just to, you know, see the bigger perspective, see the bigger picture with that clarity, because eventually the clouds do make way and we do get to see clearly again. So trust. What are the messages for Carly? So you guys, just letting you know that you really need to tap into that inner childhood, inner child energy. So like this afternoon, I randomly bought a bubble blower for the kids, and we got blowing bubbles for about a half an hour until the bubble stuff ran out. And because it was late afternoon anyway, I wasn't going to fill it up for them, but I didn't tell them that. But, you know, they had fun jumping around, and it was fun to see them, and I got into it as well. And, you know, it's little things like that, or dancing in the living room, or singing like nobody's watching, just doing things that bring you joy, those little bits of moments to remind you that you're still alive. Everything's not as bad as it seems, okay? And again, you know, when we hold on to frustrations as well, just that movement, whether it's exercise or whether it's just, again, dancing in the lounge room, singing, whatever, singing, dancing, whatever it is, being silly. Just move your arms however it wants to, let it, you know, let it go however it wants to move. That helps. It serves a bigger purpose. It helps to move energy. Okay? When we move energy, we feel better. We raise our vibrations. We feel better. So any way that comes natural to you, just do it. Don't worry about what, you know, someone will think of you. Just do it. What are the messages for Carly? That your guide's strong for, like, yeah, you really need to giggle. Not laugh. Giggle. My youngest is 5 on Sunday, and I plan on doing all those childish moments with him. Why wait till Sunday? Start doing it now. Because I'm hearing for you, giggle. You need to giggle, not just laugh. Giggle. As it does when I'm doing it, my kids think I'm nuts. Yep, exactly, just bloody do it. It's like today, like doing the Akashic Records workshop, or the Akashic workshop. I was crying, and we were only just started. We were only like 2 minutes in, and I was crying. And I could hear the kids, I'm trying to like tap into this meditation, but I could hear the kids going, oh, leave Mum alone, she's crying. And then you can hear them, why is she crying? Well, I don't know. It was so cute, but I was like trying to like stay in the zone, stay in the zone. It was too funny. I do not think you're nuts. But it's like, yeah, just let the emotions come up, because the more we hold ourselves back, yeah, we create those stagnant blocks for ourselves too, rather than letting them just flow. You've got forgiveness there. So who or what do you need to forgive? I'm gonna have a dedicated night each week to sit and watch videos together, ending in happy tears. Oh, I love it. And sore bellies. Love that. Do more of that. But your guide is coming through for you to do more of those things for yourself as well. Okay, I know that's great bonding time for you and your mum, but you need to separate that too and do something for yourself. Okay, because you really need to, you know, tap into that inner child energy, or your inner child, or I'm just asking if he, it's just pausing to ask to see if he wanted you to talk to your inner child as well. You know, you should be doing that anyway. I was just wondering if there was anything specific that he wanted you to... Yeah, see, I'm losing my voice. So you're not... You've got to talk kindly. This is where the forgiveness is coming in. You've got to talk kindly to yourself, but you've got to send healing or kind words to you, younger you, you know, past you. When you were, you know, 3, 4, 5 years old, whatever age, you've started, you know, try and link the two together. How you're feeling now, and how or when it first popped up for you as a child, because that's where you're being told to address it at the moment. It's time to forgive and send that loving energy back to, you know, younger Carly, little Carly. Trust your intuition. So when I was just talking about that, whatever popped up to you first, you know, if you were thinking and reflecting, you know, wonder what she's talking about, and something popped up, trust that. Go with that first and start from there, okay? Trust your intuition around this. What's the grieving in regards to family for you? Because those two cards came up together. Grieving and family. Quite broken. So that forgiveness is around that as well. So parts where you feel like you can't move forward, or you know, you might be having a good day and then a thought pops into your head about, you know, a certain family dynamic or relationship between you and whoever. If that pops up over the next couple of days, or if you know what I'm talking about right now, start trying to, you know, heal that and send forgiveness there around those parts as well. Okay, forgiveness doesn't mean that you forgive, you know, why the whole situation's broken or whatever, or if it becomes too much. Forgiveness is there for our own good. It's so that we can start to begin to heal, so that we can create the space for ourselves to grow, and not carry that anymore. It's more about working with our own emotions and how we feel towards whatever situation that is. Bottom of the deck is the Strength card there. as well. And final messages for Carly. Oh, Carly, you do have the travel card there too. So are you planning on travelling anywhere at the moment? There's something coming up from February for you. Moving house. Is that in February? This is in February. Okay. Ooh, I'm hearing this is the change that you need. I'm hearing also you're going to get the flow back. Flow is going to start coming back through for you. I also feel like your shoulders are dropping and relaxing too, as you start to settle in. I don't know why. Are you carrying anxiety about the move or something? I don't get anxiety like this, but I feel, I don't know, is that where the tension's coming from? Is there something on your mind about the move? I just feel your shoulders dropping a little and relaxing into it. I feel like you're going to be relaxed more. Hey Aisha, I'm still doing paid reads, hun. I've got another 2 after Carly. If I can get a house, I'll be relaxed, but really struggling to find somewhere at the moment. Well, if the move is talking about the house, there's a move in February. There's some sort of travel in February. And this is what I'm feeling for you anyway. You're going to step into this new place. Already I'm getting confirmation burps there. I've just done 2. Yep, I'm getting this move there for house. We have to move next month, so definitely a February thing. No, it's coming. It's coming. You'll get into a house. I've just asked. You will get into a house. And this is when you're going to see changes around your well-being as well, okay? And this is why I got your shoulders dropping, because you're going to be more relaxed, okay? You're going to start to get the flow coming back through again, okay? Usually this is a message about, excuse me, the itchy nose. Usually this one's a message about, you know, keeping an eye on your well-being, you know, looking after yourself. But for you, I'm getting that you're going to find, look at this, bottom of the deck, you're going to find balance. You're going to start to find balance, especially when it comes to matters of your well-being and how you're feeling within yourself and how you're feeling with your external environment and the way that the world is happening for you around you at the moment. Okay? So again, they're showing me that peace card. Okay, so this peace of mind. Everything's going to work out as they're meant to and when they're meant to. That trust card is really standing out. I've just shuffled and it stopped at closure. Okay, yeah, you are, Sammy. Okay, so you've got closures there. And again, that's glowing at me at the moment. Trust. Trust. That's your read, Carly. I hope it helped you, honey. Did you have any questions? I'm just quickly checking who was next. Give me a sec, guys. Sammy's next, and then who paid up? I knew before I even looked. Okay, I'm going to confirm so many things, especially with Charles. There you go. I love it. Yep, he's there. So he's by your right side. So just pay attention to, he hasn't showed me anything, but if you get like temperature differences, well, I'll get it out in a minute. Temperature differences, especially to your right hand side, or more tingling or heat maybe around your ear, just try and ask, like, Charles, is that you? What is it that I need to know in this moment? Or think about where your train of thought has been going to, because sometimes those little subtle differences that we pick up on are usually them saying, hey, get back on track. You don't need to be thinking about that. That's out of your control, and you're just going to worry yourself some more. So, yeah, think about what sort of, now that you know it's him, but he comes on your right-hand side. And he stands here. I can see him just here, on you. He's right behind you. Alrighty, Sammy. Sammy, what sort of reading were you after, hun? Thanks so much, Carly, for letting me do that for you, hun. It's so good to see you again, too. But yeah, definite shifts and changes to the way the energy moves around you in February, honey. Love or career? Oh, I love that, Sophia. Love or career? We can do both. We can do both and see, let Spirit guide us to what the stronger message is. How's that sound, Sammy? Definitely be more aware of him now. I know he's there. Yep. So, and the shadows, if you see a really faint shadow and you think it's an outline of someone sort of trying to manifest, don't freak out. It's just him. And that's why he comes off, because he's like, he's sort of telling me she doesn't want to see the darker shadows. Which is fine. You know, a lot of people get nervy with the, shadows in general. But he's like, I'm trying to ease her into it. Alright, Sammy. When I saw shadow. Yes! Exactly, Kristen. By the wardrobe, yeah? Wasn't he by the wardrobe? Or towards your wardrobe? Or in that general direction? I don't know. Was it wardrobe? I don't know. Maybe I'm getting muddled up with someone else. Yep. Yep. Right, career and love for... I barely shuffled, but I did tap the deck. You guys heard that. And I'm like, in my head, before I start, I'm like, career or love. And as I've said, love, I've knocked off the first card. Bam. The lovers. So I guess Spirit wants to talk about love at the moment. So let's have a look. Okay, love and careers. Sunny. Hey Kelly, how are you going? Alright, so I've got 5 cards laying in front of me, and I want to know, for you, Sammy, your past experiences when it comes to love and relationships. Have you had somebody break your heart in a deceitful way? I've got the 3 of Swords here. I've got the Lover's card, the Strength card, Knight of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, and then 6 of Swords. But the Strength card is following the Lover's card. Then you've got the Knight of Pentacles, which talks about investments, prosperity, and benefits. So I feel like that's just an odd card in amongst the reading, but it still belongs to you. So don't get me wrong there. But there's deceit, that pattern of deceit, especially with Strength and the 3 of Swords, like you've been hurt before. And I feel like for you that you want the love, but you've got the trust issues there, and it's a little bit hard to go for it, or it's a little bit too hard for you to fully open your heart and accept what's coming to you, or what's, or allowing yourself to be open, if that makes sense. Yep, that's okay. It's okay. Let's see where these next cards are going. They're coming out so quick for you. So it's funny because we're talking about, you wanted to know about careers and love. So it's so funny that this is exactly how they're mixing up your read. A little bit of love, a little bit of, money stuck in there. Alright. So, when it comes, I want to show you your cards. So, there's the Lover's card. That came out first. There was no mistaking that it was for you. You've got the Strength card, okay? Strength moving forward when it comes to love and relationships. The Knight of Pentacles, telling you that there's money coming in for you, there's prosperity, so be open to abundance. It seems like a very abundant time for you. There's the 3 of Swords, okay? So there's been heartbreak there. There's been trust issues, or trust has been broken for you. But you've got the 6 of Swords. And I feel like I'm hearing with this message that it's time for you to move forward, okay? Stop looking back. Stop looking back at this shit. Okay? Yes, it happened. It happened for a reason. You got to learn your boundaries. You got to learn your own strengths. And you really got to know yourself during that time. If not during that time, after that time. Okay? But Spirit's coming through strong and saying it's time for you to move forward. See how she's not looking back? She doesn't give a shit about what's behind her. You do have a new person. Okay? So, again, all those trust issues, you may have to work through them. They're going to surface as they need to surface, and they're going to, test you and challenge you, and how much work that you've got to, or how much work you've done on yourself and how much you've got to go through. But Spirit's saying don't look back, okay? Don't look back. It's a time for going forward. And I feel like for you, it's a time to open your heart as well. I know, Sophia, I hear it. I can hear you going. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Like, yeah. Some of it does sound familiar. And again, they're coming in with the money stuff. So for you, Page of Pentacles is there. So again, it's about using your talents, your skills, and seeing how that can work for you. Finding your passions, okay? How can your passions work for you? Are you doing something that you enjoy currently? If not, start being your authentic self, okay? I can hear you screaming at me, Sophia. Like, shush down there. The World card, so successes and rewards. So you've put in all the work when it comes to, your career and stuff like that. You've put in a lot of hard work. You're going to start to see rewards for that. You're going to start to see those rewards for your efforts that you've put in. You've got the Empress card, okay? This is reminding you about you and your inner beauty and your inner strength, okay? It's about fertility, so rebirth again. Now this could be to do with your career side of things, but I feel it's also for your relationship side of things. So I feel like the Empress card is reminding you of your own power, your own strength, your own worth, okay? You do have the Devil card there, okay? So that one, I know. I can hear you. I know it's in your own mind. I can hear you screaming at me in here. Go on, is she going to see it? I was like, yes, I see. I see the cards. You've got the devil card, okay? So again, don't be held back by your, I want to say for you when it comes to relationships, don't be held back by your doubts, okay? Or those experiences that you had. Because this is your opportunity to really step forward and really shine, okay? Trying to tap into the energy a little bit more and see if it's something that's long lasting for you, but I feel like that's going to come out later in the deck. I feel like there's other things I need to say first before Spirit's going to reveal that to me. So again, you know, work through them as they pop up. So if something's bugging you or you feel your insecurities creeping up, make sure that you are talking to your partner about how you're feeling and why you're feeling like that. Okay, because that open communication helps. Because then it's like, oh, you know, you don't want to be, or them being left thinking that your energy's been off, your energy's been weird, and you're not sure what's going on. And then, you know, they may make assumptions about where you're at, and then, you know, that creates a snowball effect. So as they come up, let them know. Just be open with it, okay? Because you might surprise yourself. It might be healing for both yourself and your, you know, your current partner. Hit you? Got you. I'm like, hit you? No worries. Yeah. Alright, what else does Sammy need to hear? Hang on. 8 of Cups. There's a change. There's a shift coming for you. Where is the change and shift coming? Have a look. Get it, girl. Okay, 8 of Cups tells me that there's a change and a shift coming for you. Okay, I asked what the changes are. Changes are within you. You are the magician. You are the creator. Okay, so when you're ever feeling doubtful, just remind yourself of this card. Okay, the power lies within. You know, you have... Same, Sophia. I'm getting there. I feel it around. For this one, this card has popped up to remind you, again, that you have the power. So if you're ever being faced with those challenges where you're slipping into the thoughts of anything like this popping up, or experiences of any past relationships that you've ever had, things that you haven't dealt with and processed properly, whenever you feel like that, remind yourself that you have the power. You can choose to say, okay, I'm going to fall back into these old patterns. I'm going to choose to be a victim of this sort of stuff. I'm going to choose to let my guard down. This reminds me, this card reminds you that you have the choice. Okay? You have the choice to work through this stuff, or you have the choice to move forward and claim what is rightfully yours. Okay, honey? And what is rightfully yours? You've got the 9 of Cups. Okay? The things that you've manifested, that happiness, that optimism, that joy, it's all yours. It's all yours for the taking. Okay? Oh, this is interesting. Let me see. Hang on. So you've got the Justice card, and I wanted to pull up more cards just to see. Justice for me is usually balance, but it also refers to like the law and order side of things as well. It also refers to contracts. So for you, I don't know how long you've been with your person for, but there feels like there's possible engagement there. And that's why I wanted to see the other cards, to see what comes after that. What am I being shown? And you've got two Queen cards. You've drawn the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords. It's about knowing your strength and knowing your own truth and what it is you want. What do you feel within your heart? If you can get through all the other stuff, if you can get through all the emotions of, you know, those triggers from past relationships, if you can get through that and if you can work through that, what do you really feel in your heart? And that's what the Queen of Swords reminds you. Okay? What are you feeling? Do you see the potential? Do you feel the potential? You know? Is there more than just a relationship here? Is there something bigger and greater for you? Again, you know, you have the power to decide. You've manifested things that you want. It's starting to come into fruition for you. It may only be 4 months, but how do you feel? You know, when you know, this is how not to get influenced by friends or family or whatever. Because some people may look down upon you and say, oh, 4 months, geez, that's a short time. That's not enough time to know anyone. But it doesn't matter. Your soul knows. It doesn't matter how it looks to other people, of how long you've been together or not. Very happy compared to... Exactly. And does it seem easy as well? Does it feel like it fits? And it's going along smoothly? And sometimes you pinch yourself and you go, this is too easy. There's something seriously wrong with this. There's something got to be wrong. No label currently. That's fine. You don't have to have a label. Labels put you in a box. Yep. Oh, you're mean, Kristen. You're so mean. Yeah. So, do you see the potential you have, though? If you can get out of your mindset and work through the things that you need to heal from past hurts, and if you can step out of that fear of being, you know, being burnt and hurt again, if you can step past that, you know, the potential you have is limitless, okay? Two of Swords. I like this for you. So for you, I'm getting, you know, make a choice, make that decision. Crept up behind you. Make a choice, make that decision, okay? You are not sitting there blindfolded with your arms tied behind your back, okay? It's time to take that blindfold off. It's time to see what you have ahead of you. The Knight of Wands. I like the Knight of Wands because she's about not getting too carried away. Okay? It's about seeing your potential and seeing and trusting your intuition, but not getting too caught up in the moment. Okay? Not getting too carried away. Still remaining grounded. Okay? I thought she was still in the garage, so I went outside and she wasn't there. Seven of Wands. So Seven of Wands, that's for you for challenges, okay? Those challenges that you're going to continue facing until you come at peace with how those past relationships have hurt you, okay? So it feels like, you know, at the moment things might be going along, but at each phase where you're going to go through your next stages of your relationships, you know, new challenges are going to surface and arise. But just know that you are not stuck here anymore, okay? This is behind you. This is in the past. This heartbreak and that deceit is in the past, okay? So that's the challenges that are going to pop up. You do have the Emperor. I just want to check the book for that. Sometimes he stumps me. His energy when he comes through. He's very, I feel like he's very black and white. He's about law and order. The Emperor wears his power well, the ultimate father figure of the deck. He is steadfast and trustworthy and derives great satisfaction from upholding law and tradition. He encourages the mastery of skills and careful planning. He finds comfort in order. Practice makes perfect. So I feel like for you, whenever those triggers arrive, it's about breaking down the barriers and knocking them out before they get the better of your mind, okay? Before they start confusing you and making you question everything that's happening, okay? And instilling that fear again inside you, okay? So I feel like he's about, get on it straight away, get it sorted. Again, open communication between you and your partner, okay? Because that's going to help any misunderstanding between the two of you guys, okay? So that's going to be, again, beneficial for you. The more you can talk about, the more you can be open with your partner about, I feel like the easier this process is going to be for you. You'll transition quite well into it. You've got the Ten of Wands there. Why are you still feeling like this? With your hands tied behind your back. Why do you feel that you don't have control over the situation? What has popped up to make you feel that way? Scared it will end. Okay. Yep. So that's where you've got to start seeing the light of the relationship. Start telling yourself that this is not that relationship. Okay, that's understandable. But you know, maybe, and this is why it's important to talk about it, because maybe he has commitment issues as well. The no labels thing. Yep. And you know, he might have been burned a few times too. I don't know what you guys have talked about or how much you've brought up about each other's past, but just be gentle and kind. Yeah. So that's going to take time, and I feel like that's going to slip in naturally. But I feel like the more that you guys open your communication about how you feel and why it's making you feel like that, I feel like that's going to open another level of understanding for you guys, because it feels like it'll be like, oh, so you do get it. I'm not the only one going through this stuff. And it's like you don't know until you actually say what's on your mind. Okay? Okay, what's coming? In what way? Okay. Alright, so you've got the Chariot card there, okay, and for you, what's coming first? No level scenes, he does, he has, oh yeah, sorry, I read those. What's coming in fast for you is the Hangman, but for you it's about rebirth, okay? It's about, got the Five of Wands there. This card I call my ego card. It's about that battle between yourself, you know, that fight, you know, that internal dialogue, that fight that we have with ego. Sometimes it's hard to get out of it, sometimes it's hard to stand our ground when ego's voice is louder. This is what this card reminds me of, okay? So what's coming in for you is the Hangman, which is the rebirth, rebirth of your beliefs, or it's also, again, going through those things so that you can break down these barriers, okay? When you're able to break down these barriers, you've got freedom, okay? Four of Wands represents freedom. It also represents a union, okay? So it's that coming together. You can see the two people there. There's coming together of you two guys, okay? And I feel like for you guys, when things get a little bit stressful or a little bit, I always say stressful and challenging together, but for you, I feel like if there's ever, for you guys, pressure, if there ever feels like there's pressure to either commit or to be part of this relationship, or either one of you feel like you're being pressured, okay? The word is pressure. Go and have some fun. You've got the Three of Wands there. Go and have some just random, spontaneous fun. Go on a, I don't know, day trip somewhere. Just do something out of the ordinary that you guys would do, because that's going to help shift your energy. That's going to help for you guys to see each other in a different light again, and it's going to help take that pressure off. I don't know if that makes sense for you. But that's what I'm getting there. That's what's coming through. Knight of Swords again. I was talking about pressure, and you got the Knight of Swords, which is talking about the burps are getting louder. There you go, Sophia. Okay, this is talking about the tension and the conflict. Okay, this card represents exactly what I've just spoken about. So again, when it gets too much, go on an adventure, even if it's just, you know, taking a break and going on an adventure yourself, just doing something you wouldn't do, or just saying yes to somebody. If somebody asks you to go, you know, hey, you want to come out and have a coffee? Sure, why not? It's something random, okay? You don't have to think about it, you're just doing. Okay, because it's going to take the pressure off. Six of Pentacles. So going back to career for you, that one reminds you to keep working on your goals, keep planting those seeds, okay, because there's success there, there's potential. Page of Swords. Got the Page of Swords there, what is she about? Hey Mammy, how are you? Oh, burping too. Sophia, must be picking up on you. Page of Swords. Page of Swords has a useful, whip-smart sensibility, charming, curious, and ambitious. The page sometimes appears in order to support new, exciting pursuits. Although exceedingly intelligent and charming, she tends to push the boundaries with her mischievous and sometimes immature nature. Notice that she holds the blade of her sword with her bare hands. Sometimes her focus on getting ahead is so intense that she forgets to be sensitive to her needs and those of others. So the page has much to teach and much to learn. Observe the light and dark sides of her nature and notice how they're reflected in your own life. So find that balance within, honey. Okay? Don't try and rush things. Just let them come as they will. King of Wands. I feel like the King of Wands energy is for you, and it's about remembering those standards that you've set for yourself and sticking by them, okay? It's about learning or gaining wisdom from those past experiences. Oh. Any final messages, Sammy? I love it. I asked for final messages for you. Good night, Ramina. Thanks again, hun. And you've got the Ace of Cups. So it's all about new beginnings, relationships, and love. So just, I want to say to you, just let it blossom the way it needs to blossom. Don't try to force anything. Having commitment issues is not, it's no big deal in the big scheme of things, okay? But just allow yourselves time to, you know, express your emotions and express why you're feeling, you know, open up that channel of communication so that you guys know why you're hesitant about taking the next step, or, you know, if something's making you uneasy, just be very open about where you guys sit, because that's going to, I don't know, I feel engagement there for you guys, but it's all got to work out in its own time. And again, it's only going to work if you guys are open and honest with each other about the way that you're feeling. Even if little things arise, don't let it stew. Just jump on it straight away. Okay? You're most welcome, Sammy. Thanks so much for letting me do that one for you. Did you have any questions? That's all. No worries. Thanks again. Connie, you're next, hon. Connie, what sort of reading were you after? Yay. Just gonna give me... No, all good. All good. Alright, so I can answer, do a couple of quick cards until Connie comes back. So if you want a card or two, drop your name in the comments really quickly. Carrie. Alright. What does Carrie need to hear most? Oh, throwing yours away. Carrie, you've got the talent card. And you've got the boundaries. I feel like you've had this exact combo before. Sure can, Alex. So talent card for you, Carrie. Tap into your creative talents. It's going to keep you present. It's going to keep you grounded. Okay, and it's going to help raise your vibrations, and it's going to help stop stressing you, stop you stressing about the future as well, honey. And you've got the boundaries card. Okay, so what boundaries do you need to put in place? Ooh, see how blue the screen was getting? Oh, are you, Alex? Boundaries. It's all about the boundaries. For you, Carrie. Alright, Alex. What does Alex need to hear most? What does Alex need to hear most right now? Alex, you've got the findings card. Okay, so again, hey Bree, how you going? This card pops up to let you know that whatever it is you're searching for, don't give up hope, keep looking, okay, whether it's material, however it may come across. Yep, awesome. And you've got the family card, but it's come in reverse, and lately Spirit's been pushing me to read cards reverse. I don't know why, but I'm just going with it. I feel like there's a disconnect for you. I don't know if this is with your, I can't say it, is it Hua? Your granddad? Yep, I can, Kristen. Have you been looking for answers when it comes to family? Have you been trying to put together a family tree or something along those lines? There's some sort of disconnect within your family. I feel like it may go past granddad. I don't know if you're trying to fill in the gaps there, do a family tree or something, is what I kind of keep getting. Alex, this is for you. I feel like I'm invisible. Who in your family are you trying to connect with? Is this with mum and dad, or is this, I feel like this is more though. I feel like this is more about you discovering, family. I've got 11 on the top. More about discovering family. I don't know if you've been guided that way to look down your, your ancestral routes and find out who you are, so that you know who you are within. I feel like that's something like that has been popping up for you. That's almost a calling or a go-ahead. If you've been waiting, if you're on the right track, or waiting for a sign, this is your sign. You're saying go and search it, go and look for it. All good, Connie. I'm just doing Alex, and then I'll do Kristen, and then I'll jump straight back with you, if that's okay. Yes, I want to know my background, but everyone keeps cutting me off. Okay. Right. Makes sense. Keep pushing. That's why the findings card's coming up. There is somebody in your friendship circle who can help you out, because you've got the friendship card that's saying lean on friends for support. Okay, so there's somebody that will help you, that knows more about whether it's ancestral DNA or whatever those I don't know what those companies are called, but you know, there may be someone in your friendship circle that has gone as far as doing that, if that's something you've considered. But you're being told to probe, as in ask questions. So funny, because I'm seeing the swab, the DNA swab, to do the DNA testing, and I'm getting the word probe. So, dig deeper, keep going, you're on the right track. But there is someone, and I think it'll be raised in conversation somehow, about checking out their experiences about doing that sort of ancestral DNA stuff. That's what's coming up. I feel heartbroken when I feel. Yep. Yeah. So it's really important for you to find those missing links, because I feel like when you find that, you're going to feel a little bit whole yourself, or it's going to make sense. Something's just going to click, is what I'm getting for you. So I'm just doing Kristen, M's, and then I've got a paid reading I've got Connie to do. But after Connie, I'll be back doing these quick pulls. Because of my past, I'm still trying to build trust back within my family. Yep. Yep. So you know, your guides are saying don't give up. I'm burping like crazy with it. Don't give up. Like, you're on the right track of trying to discover that past history about your family and stuff. So keep going. And if you're a little bit stuck on ideas, just be patient, because I feel like somebody is going to mention something to you when it's coming from within your friendship circle. Okay? And it'll be like, as soon as you hear it, you'll be, that's the sign I needed. This is where I'm supposed to go. This is the direction I'm supposed to go to find out who I am. Okay? So go with it. Alright, Kristen. What does Kristen need to hear most right now? Family is all I have. Yeah. Face down, Kristen, so I don't know what it is yet. 3 cards face down. Let's have a look. Kristen, you've got the Clarity card as your first card. So this one's all about seeing the bigger picture. Okay, if something cannot be resolved because you're right up in the situation, this card tells you to take a step back so you can see it with clarity. Okay, or things start to make sense, or you get to see a different direction and different perspective. Okay, this card represents perspectives. You've got the Strength card. Okay, so this one's all about your inner strength. And inner strength is needed right now. These 2 cards came together glued. Okay, it's all about family situations, or how you feel within your family dynamic. Okay, it's all about strength. But again, remember, it's all about perspective. So when you feel frustrated and heated and upset, just take a minute, cool down, try and take a couple of deep breaths. Try to see the other perspective. Okay, is what you're being told. What is the other perspective that I'm missing here? Okay, you're getting frustrated because you're only seeing your concerns and your issues, and sometimes I feel like you feel, and it's hard, it's fucking hard being a teenager sometimes, but I feel like, you know, you can only see your point of view. So this is why the Clarity card's coming in, it's coming back. I can hear Sophia laughing, I'm sorry, I had to bring that up. It's about seeing the other person's perspective, okay? So if you get frustrated, and you think that you're not being heard or seen or whatever, or you think your viewpoint is the only viewpoint that is correct, slow down, take a breath, okay, and see that other perspective. Alright, I love you. Alright, Connie, all yours. What sort of reading were you after, Connie? Keep sitting, you get really hot-headed, Kristen, so slow things down, okay? That reactive response is not going to help your situation and how you feel. It never works. I say it with love. I say it with love. Gemma, alright. seems to yell at me because my little brother tells mum things I never did. Yep. I feel like it's small though, so I get in trouble. Yeah. Yeah, that would be hard. I feel like it's more though. I feel like there's more than just this. I feel like there's can't quite pinpoint it at the moment. But yeah, again, clarity and perspective. Try to see mum's perspective. So if you're responding to what mum says and you're getting really reactive, and then mum's doing the same and she's getting really reactive, and you guys are at loggerheads together, it's not solving anything, and you're still probably going to get in trouble anyway, because mum's already, you know, if her temper's already up and she's already heated, you're probably still going to get in trouble anyway. Yeah, that's alright, Sophia. So I feel like before you get to that point where you're really red in the face and you're blowing up, because I can see you yelling, I can see you're red in the face, and I can see you, I just see, and I can feel the energy coming out there. Okay, so before you get to that point, this is where you're being told, and it's really important for you to slow down, calm down, walk away. If you're able to walk away, if mum allows you to walk away and, you know, she doesn't want you in her space, or it's safe for you to do so, and I don't mean that in a negative way, I just mean genuinely, if the conversation is finished and you're able to walk away and go and calm down, or if you say, hey mum, I need to go calm down, I just want to think about like where you're coming from, if she's open to that, okay? But I feel like you automatically jump in to defend yourself, and that doesn't help, and mum's got her point of view, and she's, you know, all of this rah 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 is going on, and you both need to just fucking chill. Okay, and slow things down. But I feel it's really important for you not to be really reactive, and this is, or even in quiet moments where things are good, try to see mum's point of view, and then if you can work out mum's point of view, you know, maybe you can approach her when she's in a good mood and say, hey mum, you know, when you yell at me in this way and I'm trying to explain to you that, you know, nothing has happened, or I didn't do this to Jacob, you know, if you're saying stuff like that, try to, you know, when you guys are both calm and level-headed, try to talk to each other then, rather than just getting really reactive. But I see you getting really red in the face and just screaming. I see your neck veins poking out. Just, okay? So just chill, rewind. Can't quite control my attitude and temper just yet. Yeah, that'll come. That'll come with age and experience and stuff. But for you, you know, approach it when you're calm, when there's nothing going on and you're calm and you're able to speak to mum, okay? Try and do that. Swear jar won't work. I feel like a swear jar is going to be pointless. It'll be ram your swear jar where the sun don't shine. Alright, Connie, let's try again. So yeah, maybe that won't work in the heat of the moment for you, Kristen. Try to do it, you know, when you're having a good night, when the energy feels good, and just say, hey mum, you know, when you're at me and I'm at you, for stuff that's happened during the day that hasn't really happened, I really need you to support me and see my side. I really need you to stand up for me. I really need you to see me in that moment. Okay? Swear jar for me, oh no, that won't ever fucking work. I'm telling you now, that's part of me and who I am, and that's part of me being my authentic self. So love it or lump it. I know, right, Alex? It's like second nature. It's like, yeah. If you're too sensitive to swearing, I'm sorry, this is not the live for you, and I am not the person for you. Alright, let's get started. Connie, general for Connie. I know. True, Connie. True. I'll be going like, pay come in and I go, here, just take my wages. Take it all. Yeah, it's slang. I don't know. I swear in front of my kids, because if they don't hear it from me, they're still going to hear it out in the community anyway. So, you know, why, I don't know, why people want to shelter themselves from that, or, I don't know, suppress, I guess. But then, you know, that's a part of growth and accepting people for who they are, and it's a part of, you know, it's just a part of everything. If you have issues with somebody swearing, I would then ask you to ask yourself, why does it trigger you so much? Why does it hurt you so much? Why does it get under your skin so much? Work out the root cause of that trigger and go and heal it. Alright, Connie. I'm going to try again for you, Connie. Yep, I do. I speak their language. Here in Australia, 70 years. This year I love, yep. Found my people. Alright, what does Connie need to heal most right now? Connie, I feel like you've been, straight up, I feel like you've been doubting decisions you've made. And I don't know if that's decisions about your car or extra expenses that you've made. Because you've got the peace card there, straight up. Okay? You've got the peace card, and when it comes to dreams, those two cards came out together. So if you feel like that your dreams were not worth chasing, or you feel like you've made a mistake, or you're second guessing some expenses that you paid out, or anything that you've done working towards yourself and working towards your dreams, and you've been second guessing that, you've got peace of mind about it, because they're telling you that you are worthy and deserving. Okay? Again, that you are worth fighting for. Exactly that. Whatever your dreams are, they're still worthy and deserving. Okay? So stop second guessing yourself. Stop putting doubts, those seeds of doubts in your mind. Or actually, I feel like this is external. I feel like this is outside of yourself. Have people been putting, I feel like family. Is it family been putting seeds of doubt in your mind about where your money's been going, or where your expenses have been going, or where your dreams have been leading you to? If it has, screw them, because you've got money coming in, okay? So whatever money you put out, it's still coming back in return, okay? Be open to abundance. Haven't second guessed, just been paying off stuff. I feel like there's, I don't know, there's something about second guessing coming up. Whether it's second guessing or being indecisive. Have you been indecisive? Have you been indecisive about, is there another investment that you want to follow through with, but you're indecisive about it? Keep open. There's something there for you. Have a think about it, because I feel like whenever that beauty card comes up for you, it's always you doubting your self-worth, or doubting yourself. Oh. Stay open. Stay open and go with it. Yeah, that beauty card for you. Self-worth. It's like, I don't know, it's like you manage a job in that small town. I don't really want to go there. What's telling you not to go there? Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. What's telling you not to go there? What's telling you that that's not the space for you? Hoping it will open up for metro offices though. Okay. Yep. Let's have a look. Will it open to metro offices? There's a yes there, but it's slow. What are we? How slow? 18 months? 2 years. Slow, so 2 years, around 2 years. feel like this is where that beauty card comes up in your dreams. So if you've been offered it, there's peace of mind surrounding it. This is why I feel like it's still going back to your self-worth and the values that you put on yourself. I feel like sometimes you don't back yourself strong enough as to where you need to be. Not sure, just don't want to live there. I'll happily go up once in a while but not live there. Fair enough. Fair enough, and that's your choice. You know, if you get offered this opportunity, ask them. Ask them, is there a way that I can do this, that I can only go up there, you know, once or twice a month? I don't know if that's extreme or what. But, you know, do a deal with them. And I feel like you have the power, or you need to believe in yourself enough to say that you have the power. You call the shots. I don't know why I'm yelling at you. I don't know. I feel like that's a guide coming through. It's telling you to stand your ground. Believe in yourself. Well, this is your warrior lady coming through. The New Zealand one that I saw. She's still there. She's telling you to stand your ground. Stand your ground, call your shots. It's got to be. Is that what they said? Because I don't know why this keeps coming up. I feel like there's room for negotiation. This one was a ancestor when I first did your reading. An ancestor had come through. I think it was when me and Annie were doing the read for you, and I was seeing your kid. Was I? No, this was before. I think this was a private one. Not a private one that... Me. I can't even speak. Me doing your read, just like I am now. But when your ancestor came through, she was standing on a rock. She was in... I saw her, for some reason, she had short cut brown hair, jet black hair. I can still see her. And she's wearing, you know, the grass skirt. She's got, I could see some armbands on her. She's definitely a New Zealander, Maori ancestor of yours. She comes through as a warrior to help you find your inner warrior, stand your ground, get that empowerment. Fight for yourself, fight for others. Hey Steph, how you going? Let's have a look. So I feel like if you've had doubts there, this is why she's coming forward, because she wants you to, okay. She wants you to fight for you and negotiate for you. I feel like there's like wiggle room. If they want you bad enough, you should be able to stand your ground and negotiate, and this is what I'm feeling for you. See, the cards are kind of reflecting this. There's travel involved. You've still got the travel card. There's travel involved for you, okay? There are going to be financial struggles. But I think this is coming through like you're seeing it as, yeah, talk to them again. And if you don't talk to them again, I feel like they're going to come back around anyway, because you've just got something that they see in you that they want, okay? And again, that beauty card is a reminder that, you know, you've got this, girl. You've got it. And your dreams aren't too far away. There's peace of mind. So this has all been planned for you. I'm a driving wintertime bush. See, everything that you're saying is reflecting in the cards. Because look, you've got the travel card there. There will be financial struggles, but I feel that's a limiting mindset as well. I feel like you've got to get out of that thing like, oh, here we go again, I've got to put fuel in the car, you know, that's going to cost X amount of dollars, and blah, 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 blah. Okay, don't think about those things, because you're going to, like, slow your progress down. You have got the freedom card. So all these things that you're hating at the moment, okay, I don't know, I'm getting like, snap out of it, sort of thing. Like you're putting your own barriers in your own way. Like there's an opportunity here for you to grow and develop. But it's like you're seeing all the reasons you can't, or all the reasons you don't want to, but none of it's valid. And this is why I'm getting the you know, the slap, and this is why I'm raising my voice, and this is why I feel like I'm yelling at you, because this isn't coming from me. All the negative talk ain't helping. Exactly. Exactly. Alright, what's with that card? I'm good, thanks, Steph. See? Okay, this is so what it's about. You've got the willpower card there, okay? So you'll need to go, oh my gosh, I can't even talk. You're going to need to get over this crap, is what I'm being told. Get over those hurdles. Get over that thinking that I can't. Yes, you bloody can, okay? It's going to take a little bit of willpower, but you can get through this. You're being told to trust. This has already been, I keep getting, this has already been laid out for you. And I feel like that's a bloody crossroad moment for you. I mean, you can turn it down. It's all about free will. You can get in your own head and stop yourself. Okay? But I feel like this has already been laid out for you. I'm just doing a paid reading at the moment, April. The cards keep falling out too. Trust was your last card. Trust the process. If you trust the process enough, and if you love yourself enough, you're going to see that this is a blessing. Okay? You're going to see that this new beginnings is a blessing. Animals card for unconditional self-love. If you love yourself unconditionally enough, okay, you're going to break through those barriers. You won't need this card to remind you that you're worthy and deserving. Okay? If you love yourself enough, you're going to see the blessings that are around you, the blessings that are in front of you, and the blessings that are available for you. You just have to trust. They're being very clear tonight. So clear. Okay? This new beginnings was made for you, Connie. I said the new beginnings was made for you. It's part of your life purpose. It's part of your journey. Okay? True happiness can be found there. Okay? And I feel like it's good for you too to start to get that space. And I don't mean this in a negative way, but space between you and family. Family's always relying on you, you know, and you will always drop whatever it is you need. I feel like this is an opportunity for you to grow and expand yourself as well, and set and lay down your own boundaries. Okay? And you'll come out of this stronger and better, because those boundaries will be so, the foundations of those boundaries will be so strong that for you, they're used to clicking at you and expecting you to drop your guard and help. That you're going to go, no, I'm right here. You know, I've always been independent, but I've always stopped and helped you. But you're going to really stand in your own values. And I feel like this is why this opportunity is being pushed on you. Does that make sense, Connie? All good, Alex. Too much sense. Look what else just came out together. You have been manifesting this in regards to careers. And now that it's in front of you, you want to get in your own head and find everything that's wrong with it, instead of just trusting and going with it. Hey Joe, I'm just in the middle of a paid read at the moment. I think so, Sophia. Oops. Alright, friendships and family. What about friendships and family? I'm telling you, they've been on point tonight. They've come through strong. What about this? What's going on here? Alright, tell me if I'm wrong here, Connie. But you've got the friendship card, the family card, and the well-being card. Okay? Oh, did it, Kristen? And I feel like they hold you back. You know, there's certain friends that may say something that you value and respect their opinions, but sometimes, you know, their opinions lay heavy on you, and sometimes you second guess yourself. Again, it's that second guessing is coming through for you tonight. And it affects your well-being. And I feel like in order for you to grow and whatever, you need to separate yourself from that. Okay? At the moment, it's that. Where whatever friends and family say, or whatever their influence is, or whatever your involvement is in that family-friends dynamic, sometimes it affects your well-being, and sometimes it knocks you down hard. Okay? But you need to separate the two, so that you can stand your own ground, so you can work on your own well-being, so you can start to listen to yourself properly. Hey Mia, I'm good. Oh, I hope you're doing well. Don't yell at me. Oh wait, where did your comment go? Don't yell at me, the town's small and I want to find my partner. And what if he ain't there? Sometimes we can't rush these things. And if they're meant for us, they will find us. They always do. So again, it's about trusting your divine journey. It's about trusting your path. Trusting where your guides are leading you. All of this, the universe and your guides are laying things in front of you. Okay, you've got signs all around you, but again, you keep finding things that are wrong with it. Instead of just going, oh, okay, I surrender. Wherever I'm guided is where I'm meant to be. And just go with it. Yeah, they're still open. Yellabish. I love that name. I'm good, thanks. I'm good, thanks, Mia. Thanks for asking. Alright. Final messages for Connie. Connie, you always... I feel like you always get told off when you come on. With your readings. You're legit... Exactly, see? Oh, yep, there you go. Exactly. I'm going to sit with the job. Sit with it, but I feel like there's room for negotiation. So make sure, okay, you're being told to speak up for yourself and set some terms for yourself, because that's going to start a snowball where you guys can agree to something together, okay? They're not going to like it, but again, there's something that they want that nobody else has to offer but you. So they're going to take the opportunity to hear you out, okay? Sit for a few days and think about it fully, yep. I know, I feel like I always tell you off, and it's I feel like I connect to you so easily, and that's the trouble. And you guys are just going, she needs to hear this, she hasn't been listening, and yada 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 yada. And they come through with this energy that I've got to keep up, otherwise I'm going to miss the messages, and that's why it comes through like, it's like jumping on you. There's a link in my bio to PayPal. Oh, there's a link tree, sorry. Link tree. Used to be a PayPal link, but it's to Linktree now. Bottom of the deck. I'm laughing because the Spirit God joke so funny tonight. You've got the Psychic Abilities card, which is all about trusting in your intuition. So trust in yourself. You know this. You're highly intuitive. You are a manifester. You know you manifest things quickly. So why wouldn't this be for you? You know, this is something that you've asked for. I feel like, you've asked for... it's not that you're being thrown in the deep end. I don't feel like you're being thrown in the deep end because you're quite independent. You're capable of standing your ground. You're capable of making friends really quickly. You're capable of fitting in. I don't think that's the issue. I think the issue for you is you just get in your own way. So stop doing that. Okay? You've asked for these things. They're coming. They're here. You've got peace of mind. Peace of mind and trust. No, this is the last one, Yella. So if you'd like to, or if anyone else would like to book a reading, feel free to go ahead. That was your last card. The intuition card was your last card. Because they're like, oh, I feel their energy backing off. It's like, yep, no, she's right. Yep, she's got it. It's so funny. Everyone's guides are so chatty tonight. I love it. Getting the nod like, no, she's good. Did you have any questions? You're listening? I love it. Definitely, yeah. Yeah, we love feedback and we love listening to your updates. I love it. Thanks for letting me do that for you, Connie. I'm sorry, sometimes it just comes through like an attack. Oh yay, we're getting rain, I think. It feels like it's a whole lot cooler. Yeah, go for it, Alex. Always coming in with the biggest yarns. Yep, I know, right? I love it. I love how they come through, though. It cracks me up. Now, like, I know while I'm doing it, but I'm like, I've got to finish. I'm in the zone. They want me to tell you this, this, and this. No worries, Yalla. What sort of reading were you after, hun? No worries, honey. What was your... let me just double check. Oh, hang on. Got it. Solan. Was it Solan or Solan? Solan. Would you like me to call you Yalla or Solan? Is it Solan or Solan? So sorry if I'm getting it wrong. Akisa. That's so pretty. Me and my sister ever rekindle our relationship. We recently cut each other off. Keisha and sister rekindle. I'm getting yes, you will rekindle. How long? I'm getting 6 months, around 6 months. Cut each other off, sisters, two sisters. Don't tell me too much, hun, because I don't want you feeding me information and then, you know, the card's sort of not flowing for you. So just don't tell me too much, lovely. Why am I getting that this is like to do with a guy or something to do with a guy? Is it her partner or not to do with the guy at all? Your partner, okay. So I'm getting 6 months before you guys start talking properly. I feel like though that you guys are usually really close, or pretty close. Not much comes between you two. Am I correct in saying that? Oh shit, I didn't see your question, did I? Alex. I didn't see your question after all that, did I, Alex? P.S. Send the rain to Perth. Oh, it's hot here. Oh, yeah, I see your question. Yes, we are. Okay, cool. All right. That's good, because that just lets me know that I've tapped into your energy correctly. And the information that I'm getting through is for you, so that's good. Alright, why 6 months? What's the delay? I feel like I already know what the delay is, but let's just see what the cards say. What's the delay in the relationship? I feel like your sister and your partner, have they always clashed heads? And now it's just blown up a bit more than usual? Ah, thanks so much for the subscription, Sophia. Love you. No, it's because my partner is my sister's husband. My sister's husband's brother. Not the husband. The brother. My partner is my sister's... Oh, your sister's brother. Ah, I see. Okay. Is my sister's... Wait, that's so confusing. I'm so fucking confused. Hang on. Give me 2 secs. Oh, you don't have enough to jump up. No, her husband's brother. So, let me reread that. My partner is... So did you guys... Are you guys... have 2 brothers as partners? So it's 2 brothers, 2 sisters. Am I reading that correctly? Sort of want to get it straight in my head so I'm on the... Okay, gotcha. Just so that I'm on the same page. There's no judgment here. There's nothing like that here. It's just so that I can get a clear picture in my head as to what the situation is and what the dynamics are. Okay. So 2 sisters, 2 brothers. True. Alright, I'm just trying to... What was the question that I just asked you? Have they always clashed though? Has there always been... I feel like there's always been some sort of tension building up between the 2. No, her husband's brother. Alright, hang on. I'm going to have to... So her brother-in-law. Oh, okay, sorry. I already worked it out and then I was rereading the same comments and then confusing myself again. All good. So for the clash heads. Yeah, I feel like that tension has always been... I just feel that they never really saw eye to eye. And then there was some sort of... I want to say jealousy coming through there. No. Envy is what I'm getting. Envy, because my guys went, no, green with envy. So I'm getting envy there. So again, yeah, jealousy. Green with envy. But for some reason they're saying, no, don't get the two confused. There's envy. So I feel like you guys live the relationship they wish to have, or that he wishes to have. He does. He. I'm getting he. Was your sister defending her husband? Is this where you and her fell apart? This is what I need to get clear on. Yes, okay, yep. So yes with the envy for him, yep. And this is where you fell apart because she was defending him. Okay. So yep. Okay. So this is making sense. So you feel like loyalties, that sisterhood bond has been broken, and loyalty. So I can see your point of view, and I can see her point of view as well. So that's what I wanted to clear up to make sure that I was seeing that picture correctly. Alright. Every time I look down at the cards, yep. Every time I look down at the cards, I get dizzy. So at the moment, they just want me to intuitively read for you at the moment. So we're going to do that. So you'll still hear the cards shuffling, and whatever comes out, we can always read later. Because they say it will bring shame to the family because he's Christian and I'm divorced. So are they still... So I'm guessing that her husband is still very much... have those strong Christian beliefs, and then so does your sister. I feel like he's really rooted in that. Oh, your partner. Okay. So because they say it will bring change of home because he's Christian and I'm divorced. Okay, but yeah, this is what I was saying. So your sister and her partner, they are, yeah, they all do and say I have no business being a Christian because I'm spiritual. At the end of the day, and this is really hard when family get involved, and especially if you're close to family. Like I can't really relate because my family has always been broken. But this is where it's really difficult for you guys, especially when family is really close, and also especially if you have those strong Christian roots there, because there's belief systems put in place from being Christian, and each to their own. That's fine. I grew up as Christian, and steered away from that very early, and I've always been open about other things. And this is the thing: we can't change someone for who they are. But at the end of the day, we can always do what's right, or what we feel is right for us and ourselves. That's all that matters. And sometimes, as ugly as it is, sometimes we lose those we love, or we lose that alignment because we don't, at the end of the day, we don't vibe with them. So we're either going to leave them behind, or take them with us. And they realised they weren't going to leave each other. They got mad and cut us both off. Yep. Yep. I feel like, and that's why I was getting 6 months. It's a while there. I'm getting 6 months. You guys start talking. Why is that though? Because I feel like at the end of the day, she misses you. Because I don't know if you guys. I'm getting best friend come through. So were you guys like best friends, or are you have the relationship like your best friends? You tell each other everything. There's that confirmation burp, sorry. So yeah, that's why that's coming through. And I feel like she misses that, not from your own. I think she felt that. Okay. And that's why I'm getting 6 months, because I feel like it's going to take her that long to just see things a little bit differently. Alright, let's have a look. Am I right to move forward? Still something I need to say. Spirit's like, you can pull some cards, but you're not going forward with the cards yet because there's still something there. Definitely bonded. Yeah. Yeah. I keep getting pulled away from the cards, so I don't really want me to use the cards for your read. She's always walking on eggshells. I do love her very much. I don't feel like she's stubborn in a sense of stubborn character, but I do feel like she's very firm in her belief system, and that's what the delay is for her coming around and seeing your side of things. I do feel like she's going to miss you, but it's going to take 6 months for her to come around and reach out and sort of drop her guard a little bit. I feel like by that stage too, I feel like she's going to be reaching out behind her partner's back. Two sisters both cut me off, so I'm not 100% sure which one will come around. The one that we're just talking about with the brother and that one. Your husband's brother. Is it your husband's? I'm getting so... okay, yep. That's the one we're talking about. So who you initially brought up at the beginning. That's who we're talking about. Alright. So she will come around, and it's because she's missing your company, she's missing those conversations, she's missing that. But it's going to take her that long to step out of her mindset, that Christian mindset, and reach out to you, because those beliefs are really firm, okay? And she's still going to have, you know, her husband in her ear and all of this, and, you know, she's still got to find her own place, which is why it's taking 6 months. At the same time, when she does reach out, I do feel like it's going to be behind her husband's back, because, again, he will not change his beliefs. He will not change where he stands about his very manipulative. Okay, and that makes sense too. Why it's coming through is she's going to do it behind his back. So because she doesn't want to be called out, or she doesn't want to be made to feel something, or have to explain herself, or yeah. She never cut me off until I got involved. Yep, yep. So this is where I'm getting all that from. Yeah. Alright, so give it about 6 months. I feel like it's going to be, though, I feel like the energy is coming through, the way it's coming through to me and being shown to me is that, like, it's going to be very hush-hush. It's like it's going to be opportunities where it's quiet, and she's going to, you know, talk to you, but it feels like a whisper. She's going to talk to you, but then, you know, oh, he's home, and she's got to drop the conversation then and there. And I feel like there's going to be deleting of messages because she doesn't want to be caught out. Not that she's doing anything wrong. It's because, you know, sometimes it's easier to keep the peace between, you know, them as a partnership as well. And she doesn't want to rock the boat there. So, does that make sense? Pretty horrible and mean. I don't even know if I want to talk to her again. You know, that could be the other reason why it's going to take 6 months. Because you hold the power too, you know. Don't always give the power to anybody else. You still hold power. You still have free will. You You still have all of that. Parents be in front of his whole family. Yeah. So, you know, use that time, the next 6 months, between now and 6 months, use that time to work out, you know, put some boundaries into place for you. Where do you see your relationship with them, you know? And if you reconcile, you know, on what terms? You still have that power, honey. I've just collected your cards because they said no. They've got me to pull it up again. I'm just going to see if there's anything coming up. Thank you. Just to know if I should leave. If I should leave, or stick around and wait. Just do you. I'm getting just do you, boo. Because, again, at the end of the day, it's how you feel between you and your relationship with your partner. And nobody else matters. And at the end of the day, when we're spiritual, unfortunately, we do leave people behind us. If they're not vibing with us or we're not aligning with them, and, you know, we're ascending to bigger and, I want to say bigger and better things, but that sounds like an ego thing, you know. But if we're aligning and ascending into our true selves, we do drop off people. And sometimes family, we drop off family. And that's bloody hard. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's lonely. But at the end of the day, you know, you leave them behind for a reason. Because you're aligning with your truth. Let me just catch up with your comments, honey. They keep saying they're going to ring his country and lie about him travelling overseas so he can't come to Australia. He has no intention to overstay. They're just doing everything to break us up. You know what? Let them. Let them. If you guys are doing the right thing, the truth will always prevail. It always does. Okay? Let them. You know, it's like getting caught up in gossip and being so caught up in it that you're, you know, what does it do? It just spreads negativity. So, by giving them that power and, excuse me, by giving them that power and not living your life because you're worried about their every move. And I've done this too with my ex, my eldest 3 kids' father. He's very narcissistic, very manipulative. It takes a lot of energy. I can tell you now, it takes a lot of energy to try and be one step ahead of a narcissist. I can't even talk tonight. So, you know, sometimes it's easy to let those things go. And if you guys are staying in your lane and doing all the right things, they've got nothing on you. You've got nothing to fear. Peace from Tonga, and Tongan government will stop a visa if they think you're going to overstay. Yeah. Yeah, but at the end of the day, like, if he's in Australia and he hasn't overstayed, he can still, I don't know, the consulate, he can still go to the consulate and plead his case. You know, he hasn't done anything wrong. He's got no intention. So, you know, sometimes we just have to trust to stop him from coming to visit you. Yeah. Yeah. So maybe send him a message and say, look, I'm going to see him. You know, throw him off their game a little bit. Or, you know, ring the consulate first and say, hey, I've got issues with family over here that don't like our relationship, and this is the deal, and this is some of the things, and these people may ring up. You know, get in there first. It may be worthwhile to do that. Let's have a look. Hang on. Let's have a look. Just give me a second. Yeah. Sometimes it's that out of the box thinking. But again, you know, it is exhausting trying to stay ahead of manipulative people. Sometimes, you know, we just have to trust and just live. I think it's the consulate. I don't know. I'm not familiar with travel outside of Australia. I've never been outside of Australia, so I don't understand, you know. I'm pretty sure it's consulate. Someone else may be able to confirm. Alright. Does... hang on. I've forgotten your name again because I know it's really unique. Just give me a sec. I'm just scrolling back. 2 secs, honey. Akisa. Akisa. I'm so sorry. Thank you. When I say they're being horrible, it's to the point that I'm actually embarrassed to be a part of it. Yeah. And that's, see, and that is your spirit, that's your soul talking, because you don't want to deal with that. It's not that you don't want to deal with it, you just don't align with it. You can see that it's wrong, and you don't want to align with it. And that's when we start to leave people behind us, because we don't like their actions. We don't want to be a part of that, because we don't want to be dragged down with that. It doesn't sit true with us, which is why, again, we want to remove ourselves from it. So it makes perfect sense. Kisa. Okay, so I want to know, does a Kisa have anything to worry about them calling the consulate or Tongan government about false overstay claims? So my calmness is condescending. And then let me talk Tongan. Oh dear. They've got a lot of inner work to do. Okay, cool. When I show you the cards, you're going to have a little chuckle too. Because they're just so on point tonight. I'm burping away like crazy as I'm reading the cards out through in my mind. Okay, so those dreams are being together for you guys. It's so funny because these three cards came out first. You've got dreams, empowerment, family. Okay, so what I see from that is don't let anyone get in front of between you and your dreams. Okay, if you want to be with your partner, just go and be and do you. Okay, you've got the empowerment card. Don't let anybody take that power away from you. It's a reminder that you still always hold the power within you. Okay, especially when it comes to family and their BS. Okay, you've got the justice card. So for you, it's about stepping away and finding that justice and that balance within. Okay, there's blessings there. So don't get caught in the BS. Let them come to you. Align with your truth. You know your truth. Okay, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. And 4 children, so they're dragging them into it. Yeah, it is pretty sad. It is pretty sad. And then, you know, at the end of the day, you can't really reason with narcissistic and manipulative people, because it's their way or no way at all. And, you know, sometimes they're not willing to change from that. Sometimes they're not willing to get out of that that habit or whatever that they've created for themselves. What else does a seeker need to hear? No, you can't reason. That's it. And, you know, family are sometimes one of the hardest lessons for us to break away from. Because there's family, there's some sort of, you know, we create, as a society, we create these obligations and these ideals in our mind about how family should be, how that representation should look like. Okay? But I'm here to tell you that it's okay to break away from that. It's okay to stand your own ground. It's okay for you to, you know, sever those relationships, especially if it's harming you and your truth. Okay, but you've got to be really sure within yourself if that's what you want, and that's, you know, that's the path you want to take. That's fine. That's fine to do that. And sometimes, you know, it takes people many lifetimes to learn something about themselves, especially if they're not seeing that they have the issues within themselves. It's very hard. So, you know, society creates this image, you know, that's another illusion that we should be all tight-knit, we should be all close, we should be all banding together. Family comes, you can call family anything. Family could be your pets, family could be your best friend. It's not necessarily blood, because it doesn't matter what lifetime it is, they are still going to represent to us in one way or another. They're still going to be present. Okay? But by doing this, you know, why is this happening? Because we haven't broken the bonds, we haven't learned from that, so we're still repeating those cycles, life after life after life. Okay? So by you stepping out on your own, you're breaking cycles, you're breaking those barriers, you're breaking down those misconceptions. Give me a sec. So again, you just about got the same cards. You've got new beginnings ahead for you, okay? You've got the truth card. So as long as it's aligning with your truth, that's all that matters at the end of the day. And there's blessings there. So be open to receiving them. Just wants the children to cut me off. Not allowed to speak to them anymore. Talk about it. Yeah, it's really bloody hard. It is hard. I see my sister doing that every time she doesn't get her own way. She does that to my mother. She holds some sort of, well, you're not going to see the grandkids. You know, that's the power she holds over my mother. And I'm like, Mum, she's going to keep doing that to you anyway, regardless. You know, and you're going to keep doing this and that for her. And, you know, it just goes round and round. And I get sick of, you know, hearing about it. And I'm like, yeah, it's going to keep going. Until you decide to get off that hamster wheel, it's going to keep being the same thing day in, day out. So this is where empowerment comes in. This is where you need to stand your ground. And this is really important where you, you know, go inwards. What do you want? What does your soul want? Where are you being guided to do? That's all that matters at the end of the day. It doesn't matter what anybody says. At the end of the day, it's what you feel within you. You're most welcome. You've got, okay, so you've got, hang on, let me see what's coming for you. You've got the inspiration card there. Okay, this one is an important message just for you. It's not to let anybody, so again, I'm getting the truth card, so there's communication there. Not aligning with your own truth. I'm losing my voice, okay? So make sure you are aligning with your own truth. Okay, again, don't let anybody hold you back. Okay, that's a mindset thing. Don't let anyone hold you back. Okay, you know why? Because they're just going to keep you where they are. Alright? That inspiration, see that light? Don't let anyone take your inner light from you. And this is a situation that you're being faced with. Okay? Don't let anyone take that light. Just finished meditation teaching and doing holistic counselling. I can see you getting angry and trying to ruin my career. Just keep doing you. Let them get angry. Because at the end of the day, it's only going to hurt them. You know, if you set up your protections well enough, you set them up so that they're, you know, you can't feel them pulling on you and dragging you down. You know, you're just going to do you. See, you keep getting, you keep getting the empowerment card when it comes to family. These two came out again together. So when I see it with this, with the inspiration card, it's letting you know to stand your ground, to hold your own power. Don't let family take that from you. Don't let family manipulate you in any way, shape or form. Okay? This one I did put away in the deck before because I wasn't sure if it was for you, but it came out again. There are some financial health stuff coming up, so there's going to be some financial strain. So just be mindful of your budgeting. I just feel like with that one, I don't feel like you're going to be going backwards when it comes to finances, but I feel like it's going to be tight, so just be mindful of that. You will get through it, as you always have, as everybody has always have. Okay, you're going to get through it. You've got healing there, so again, it's about going within and healing yourself. See, I felt that money issue was only going to be short-lived. Because you've got the prosperity card there, okay? But this one you're being told to go within and go do some healing, okay? Just work on your emotions, work on that stuff. Again, at the end of the day, you're doing what you're doing for you and what aligns for you, okay? You can't control how they react to you or where you're going or where you're, you know, what direction you're going in or about your relationship choices. That's nobody's business but your own, okay? So make peace with that. Do the healing that you need to do. Find that inner strength. But yeah, with finances, that's going to sort itself out real quick. So, yeah. I'm a Reiki practitioner. Yeah, so when was the last time you did your self-healing? because I'm Reiki, I'm level 2 myself, and I'm working towards my master's. Yep. So again, when you're really emotional, you know Reiki is one of those things that you don't let up. You keep doing everything in place that you need to do. And then you keep send healing to those past events, send healing to those things that need to be healed. You know how it goes. Do it. Keep working through it. But yeah, so money is coming in. So when it's getting difficult, it's not going to stay difficult for long. I don't feel like it's a long period for you. Okay? I need to do it each day or every second day. Yeah. My hands start tingling when I haven't done it, or when it's about the time that I need to do it. I love it. You're most welcome. Did you have any other questions? Hey Tasha, yeah, I'm still here. Good. Then let that be your rock, so to speak. Okay? When it gets too hard, fall back on your Reiki. What level are you? Oh me. Oh, I love it. No worries. Thanks so much for letting me do that for you, Asika. Just do you. You know how it goes. Just do you. Okay. Shati, level 2. I'm Yusui. Yusui Reiki. Again, level 2. So yeah, do what you need to do. Fall back on that when times get hard. Fall back on it. When you're getting emotional, work on what that root cause is and send healing to it. You know how it goes. You know how it works. Alright, I'm going to send you lots of love, honey. Keep doing you. Don't let anybody pull you back, okay? Just keep doing you. Okay. Cool, I'll have a look at it later. I'm going to screenshot that so I don't forget the name of it. Ah, there we go. Took a while, came through though. Awesome. Love it. Thank you for trusting me to do your reading for you too, honey. Alrighty. Did anybody want some cards? Anybody in the chat that wanted some cards tonight that I haven't pulled for? Or drawn for? I shouldn't say pull cards because I don't really pull cards. Tasha, awesome. Let me just put these ones away first. Alright. Alright, Tasha. Does Tasha need to hear most right now? Yeah, I've got time, Mia. Tasha, honey, you've got the willpower card there. Excuse me. Willpower to keep pushing through, okay? Keep fighting. If you're struggling, I don't know if you're struggling, mentally, emotionally at the moment, but you've got the willpower to keep pushing through. Things that will redirect your focus or redirect that flow of energy. You've got the talent card that's telling you to tap into your creative energy, okay? So find something that you enjoy. No, it says this one, essentially fortune and prosperity. Sorry, I've drawn 2. Oh, did you? I need to see them, Kristen. So how many do you have in total? Is that 5 total now? Is it 5 total already? All of the above. Yeah. What's the bottom of the deck? Bottom of the deck for you is forgiveness. So who? Oh, 7. Well, I'm clearly missing out on 4 of them. Yeah, all good. It's just on my link tree, Alex. Whenever you're ready or whenever. I don't even expect anything from you. Don't be silly. You just do what you feel you need to do. Tasha, you've got the forgiveness card there too. So I feel like forgiveness plays a big part in, you know, where you're sitting at the moment, especially where your mindset's at. So who or what do you need to forgive? Sometimes that refers to situations too. So if you find yourself stuck or stagnant, sometimes it's about sending forgiveness to that situation, you know, especially if it's out of your control and there's not much you can do with it. It's about making peace with that. Gaia asked Spirit, and Spirit said we need to do 32. 32. Okay, usually 44 is the minimum oracle deck. But yeah, if Spirit's saying 32, go for it. Yourself, yeah. So that card's come up for you a couple of times, hasn't it, Tasha? So it's still there. So whenever it's still there, it's because we haven't changed anything about that. We haven't taken that message on board, or we haven't hit the nail on the head as to what we need to forgive. Or it doesn't matter what card comes out. If it keeps coming out, it's because we haven't done anything to change that situation. Balance, the seer. I haven't seen the seer. Strength, responsibility. I'm trying to figure out. Cool. Balance, seer, strength, responsibility. Yep. So where did 7 come from? Because I'm still counting 5, Kristen. Talked about a lot the other night. Yeah. Yeah. Welcome in, guys. If you're just after a card, put your name in the comments and I can get your message up for you. I might have to jump off soon because I'm getting too thirsty. I think I have a lot I would like to know. That's why I would like you. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, okay, no worries. I'll send you the link later, Alex. It's in my link tree, though. Oh, no. Yeah, it is. There's a direct PayPal link. Because I think it comes up. TikTok, Facebook, there's a PayPal link. You should be able to just click on it. Or there's a PayPal option. Not just for the readings. There's a separate PayPal option. If you can't find it, I'll just send the link. It's all good. Hey, Elizabeth. I was going to say hey, Jess then, because all I saw was the J and the ESS. I'm so sorry. Alright, Elizabeth. Hey, Marlin, how are you? I'll just send it to you, Alex. It's all good. How are you tonight, Marlin? Alright, Elizabeth. What does Elizabeth need to know most right now? Elizabeth, I've got the careers card for you, but there's also the freedom card. Are you, excuse me, are you looking at changing jobs at the moment? Or changing careers? Or are you already working? This could go one of two ways. I can't quite put my finger on which way it's going. Or are you already working somewhere and you're not being heard? Mini readings, just 5, Aisha. I'm good, thank you, Marlene. Freedom, peace, embodiment, fortune, prosperity, balance, the seer, strength. And the last one. Oh, I love it. No, not relationships. Career. Elizabeth? Page 7. Love it, Kristen. Night, Alex. Thanks for jumping in. Appreciate you. So you're not working at all at the moment? I'm just trying to see where these cards are going. Because the other thing is, if you are looking for a career, have you been looking? Because if that's the case, it's like you are getting in your own head and telling yourself that you're not good enough for something, or a position is not good enough for you. Because I've got the freedom card, so you're holding yourself back at the moment from achieving this. So again, if you're not working, there could be a possible career opportunity coming for you, and the reminder is not to get caught up in your own head, not to hold yourself back. A little further into this. Elizabeth. Does Elizabeth need to know about that? You got the peace card. You've got the peace of mind card there, honey. So if you've been contemplating about going back into the workforce, you can. And I don't know if there's anxiety there for you, Elizabeth. I don't know if you have anxieties about going back to work. I don't know what it is, but there's peace of mind there coming for you. Okay, especially when it comes for careers. Yeah, I get you, Kristen. So there's no worries there. Stop holding yourself back, or I'm hurt. Yeah. Okay. I feel like you feel like that you are out of options when it comes to careers, but you're not, honey. That's why you got the freedom card there. Because it's letting you know that you're not, and to see it from a different perspective. Okay, there are opportunities there for you. There's peace of mind. Okay, so if you're unsure of where you're heading, before I was even going to say anything, that's at the bottom of the deck. If you're unsure of where you're heading when it comes to career or going back into the workforce, ask your guides. Ask them to show you. Help them to take some of that worry away for you. Okay, you're most welcome, honey. Alright, Marlene, I want to know if my money situation will be in better in the coming months. Marlene's will Marlene's finances improve in the next month? In February, March, April. Okay, towards the end of March, but in April. There's going to be a shift in energy when it comes to finances towards the end of March. So that's going to start to come into place in April for you. Marlene? Mia, no worries. Mia and then Aisha. Hi, Mary. I'm off, Anita needs sleep. Oh, good night, Sophia. Thank you so much for all your love and support. Have never worked. I don't know if that option is swirling around for you. And I don't know if I don't know your situation, honey. I don't know if you've never worked because you've had somebody to provide for you. I don't know if you've never worked because you've had an injury or a disability. But if you've ever had or contemplated the idea of going to work and then just thought that, no, I can't, because of whatever your situation is, the cards are reflecting that you can, okay? And there's something there outside of the box that you probably haven't thought of, or there's an opportunity coming that's going to be present for you. And it's going to, I don't know if it's going to bring up anxieties because you never saw it as an option before. So you don't know where it's going to go. It's and you're going to be a little bit nervous about it. But just trust that process, honey. Okay? Good night, Kristen. You're welcome. Good night. Yes, you'll have to. I'll be ringing up to check if you are. Yes. Love you guys. Alright, I was up to Mia. What does Mia need to hear most right now? Mia, this is an interesting one because Spirit's been getting me to read cards upside down lately. For whatever reason, this is just how they're coming through, so I'm going with it. You've got the manifestations in reverse, okay, and your commitment card came out like this. So what they're trying to tell me, or tell you, is you've been manifesting stuff, okay? You've been throwing it out there, you've been putting it out in the universe, but your commitment has been skew-if. You haven't been committed to that, so that it's like that, so that you can bring it in. Okay, so I don't know if that makes sense. I'm losing my voice, so I don't know if you are putting manifestations out there, but you're not truly believing it. It's like, I'm going to put it out there and see if it works, but you're not having the faith and the trust that it will. So you're not committing to the cause, if that makes sense. You're not committing to what you've put out there. You're just like, oh, I'm just gonna see. I'm gonna see. Is that even making sense for you? The sun is disabled. Yeah. Controlling my temper. I see you, Elizabeth. I see your comment there, honey. Hey, Bonnie. You're gonna have one next, hon. Dead on. Okay, cool. So much stress at the moment. Okay, so they're saying if you want to change that situation, whatever situation or whatever it is you're trying to manifest and bring in, you need to be committed to it, which means that you need to I don't know if you've been seeing stuff floating around TikTok or other socials and you've been going, oh, that works for that person, I'm going to try that. And then being half-assed about it or half-hearted about it. I shouldn't say half-assed because that feels like it's too, it doesn't feel right. It feels like it's more half-hearted. So you're being told to basically reevaluate and make sure you know what you want to bring in, or make sure you're really clear about your intent and what you want to bring in. Yeah, okay. So that instead of being like this, like you currently are, you know, skew-if, manifestations going all over the universe and bouncing here, there and everywhere, and there's no direction, so it's never going to come back to you. Like, it's never going to just, you know, come back to you. It's going everywhere at the moment. So they're saying, get your act together, put it into place, manifest what it is you really want, what you really want, not for other people or not because you've seen it work for others. What does Mia want? Okay, that's what they're saying. And then commit to it. Put that into place. Financial, family stress, very much drowning. Yeah. Yeah. What's the bottom of the deck? Bottom of the deck is forgiveness. I can see you. I can see you, Kaz. Bottom of the deck says forgiveness for you. So reevaluate the way that you see finances. How have you always viewed finances? How does it sit for you? Because that's a huge part of, you know, being able to manifest money. If you've always viewed it in the lack and you continue to view it in the lack, you're going to get the lack. Okay? But if you remind yourself that it's energy, and energy has the ability to flow both ways, okay? And it's only the limitations that we put on ourselves. You know, again, if you focus on the lack, that's what you're going to get. If you focus on the flow of energy and remind yourself it's energy and that what you put out, you will receive in return, it's going to start to shift for you. Okay? But if you're just focused on the drowning and the stress and it's, you know, the finances aren't building and you've got bills piling up, you're going to get more of that, much of the same thing, and you feel like you're going to be chasing your tail. Okay? So again, forgive the way you look at money, forgive the way that you view that energy, try to heal that aspect of yourself, okay? and, you know, view it as energy, positive energy that flows abundantly to you. All good, Kaz. I'm just doing a read for Bonnie next. Is it Bonnie? Hang on. Yes, Bonnie. Bonnie, and then you're welcome to have one if you want one, Kaz. Alright. Makes so much sense. Thank you so much. You're most welcome, Mia. Oh, Aisha. Sorry. I have to do Aisha first and then Bonnie. Sorry, Bonnie. Nearly forgot Aisha. Alright. What does Aisha need to hear most right now? Aisha, you have got the prosperity card there. Okay, so you've got abundance coming in, so it's important to remain open to it, open to receiving, because it comes in all shapes and sizes. It comes from every, you know, sometimes it comes from areas that we don't imagine. So it could be as simple as someone paying for your coffee or something along those lines. That's still abundance, you know, that's still money that you haven't had to give away. You know, that's still coming in and flowing into you. So, again, prosperity, remain open to receiving. That one's for you too, Mia, okay? Remain open to receiving when it comes to money. Don't put those limitations and don't focus on the lack. And talent for you as well, Aisha. So tap into your creative talents. That's going to stop you worrying about future stuff or things that are worrying you currently, okay? By tapping into these things that you enjoy, it's going to keep you in the present moment, it's going to keep you focused, and it's going to help raise your vibrations as well. Okay, sometimes tapping into our creative talents can be meditative as well. Helps us see things with clarity. Alrighty, Bonnie. Thanks for the follow, Mara. I will be with you in a sec. Alright, Bonnie. Does Bonnie need to hear most right now? Bonnie, have you been feeling like your, excuse me, like your confidence has been lagging at the moment? You've been feeling not so confident about yourself, whether it's self-worth or the value that you put on yourself. Has that confidence been lacking? Yep, that's okay. I feel like it's only short-lived, and I only feel like it's because it's the emotional state that you're in at the moment, okay? So for you, it's really important to find balance, okay? So find that balance within your life. The Justice card represents balance to me. So if you can find that balance within yourself, excuse me, sorry, I've got a itchy throat because I'm running out of water. Find that balance about yourself. Try to step back from whatever situation is creating that emotional imbalance at the moment, okay? So if you can try and separate the two, you're going to find that overall balance, and you're going to see things, again, with clarity and see the bigger picture about things. Okay, sending you lots of love, honey. No, that was for Bonnie, Mara. And then I've got Kaz. And then Danny. And then Myra. Alright. Kaz. What does Kaz need to know most right now? Kaz, you have the financial health card. So that indicates... you know, whenever that pops up, it's about financial strain. But you got the boundaries card with it as well, okay? So you're being asked to put some restraints in place when it comes to finances. Put some boundaries in place. Don't overspend. Set yourself a budget, okay? And stick to it. And I feel like for you, Kaz, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like for you, you like to, your love language is to, like, overindulge your friends or overindulge family. Whoever is closest to you, you like to, you know, whether it's buy them lunch or buy them this or buy them that, that's like your love language. You're being told to restrain yourself and set boundaries on that, okay, honey? Oh, thanks so much, Aisha. Appreciate you, honey. I like to, oh, there you go, you like to spoil your daughter. Okay, family, yep. That's fine, but it has its time and place, okay? So you need to practice boundaries, okay? Otherwise you're going to keep going downhill with this. It's going to get tighter and tighter and harder and harder for you to be able to do those things, okay? So just rein it in for a little while. Looking for work, hopefully I'll get something soon. Kaz, will Kaz get work soon? February. There's work coming for you in February, Kaz. February for Kaz for work. Yep, I'm getting there's some sort of career opportunity in February, honey. Danny. Money situation will be better. Will Jean's money situation be better? Will Jean's money situation be better this month? Next month? March. Around March, you're going to start to feel a change in your finances. Jean, I hope you're still there, honey. Alright, Myra. Myra, did you want cards or did you have a question? I'll just study it. Applied at my study placement. Oh, awesome. That's great, Kaz. Let us know how you go. Cards, alright. Alright, Myra. What does Myra need to know most right now? Whoop. Alright, Myra, you have, no worries, Jean. Myra, you have the Friendships card and the Prosperity card. Those two cards came together for you, and I feel like you need to lean on friends for support. I feel like you need to be vulnerable, especially where finances are concerned, or talking about finances. There's something there for you. And I feel like for you, I'll just show you your cards, honey. I feel like for you, I just feel like it's really hard for you to reach out and ask for help. And I feel like you don't even need to ask for help. I feel like you just need to talk about the fact that you've been struggling with finances, or bring that and be vulnerable about that. Because I feel like abundance is there, it's yours, and you just have to let that in, okay? So I hope that makes sense for you. Myra, that was for you, Myra. You're welcome, Kaz. Alright. Making sure. I've got Elsa there. Elsa and then Perry. Just waiting for Myra. Okay, no worries, Myra. Yeah, be vulnerable. Okay, it's sometimes when we're most vulnerable we realise we should have asked for help sooner, or we should have shared our story sooner. Okay? And that's what's coming across for you. So lean on your friends. Lean on your friends for support, honey. Elsa, is my husband cheating on me? Is Elsa's husband cheating on her? Is Elsa's husband cheating on her? Nope. I'm getting a no for you, Elsa. So I want you to try and see the situation from a different perspective. Maybe it could be opening up lines of communication. Maybe it could be you're triggering your own insecurities as well. So make sure that you're not coming from a place of ego as well. Okay, so just see how you go with that one, honey. But I'm giving a definite no. I checked 3 times for you, just to be sure, honey. Perry, does Reggie want to see me soon? Does Reggie want to see Perry soon? No. I'm getting a strong no. There's no interest at all there, honey. At the moment, as the energy lies, there's no interest there at all. I've always been stressing. Yeah. And I feel like you, Myra, I feel like you hold it all within you too. I feel like you're not one to talk about your worries. I feel like you just, you take it on board and you keep pushing through and you keep persevering and you keep, finding that inner strength and that willpower to move forward and shuffle forward. But it feels like, it feels like it's time to just, share where you're at. Share how you've been struggling. Open up a little. Trust in the people around you. Have another. Yeah, of course you can. Is Bonnie and her boyfriend going to be okay? I'm getting a yes coming through. What else is coming through with that? What do they need to work on, Spirit? What does Bonnie and her boyfriend need to work on? We've got that confidence card there again, Bonnie. Okay? Have confidence. And it's come out again, it's come out, you know, sideways. Because again, your emotions are, you know, up and down, mostly down at the moment because of what you're going through. But again, when emotions get in the way of everything, everything seems heightened, everything seems enlarged, so we can't see things for what they truly are. But you're being told, this is interesting. You're being told to have confidence, and this is confidence in yourself. There is grieving there. I've just got a whole bottom of the deck reading for you, honey. There is grieving there and there is closures there, but there's also new beginnings. But the way I'm actually reading this is about having confidence in yourself, okay? Having confidence in who you are, what you stand for, who you are without somebody attached to you or any attachments. It's also about finding your own power again, honey, and not seeing that it's a, you know, a be-all, end-all situation, because it's not. You've got the closures card there and the new beginnings card in regards to your question, and I feel like that you guys may not align anymore, but it does, you know, when I ask the question, are you and your boyfriend going to be okay, there's a yes coming through for that. So whether you guys take a break and work out how you guys feel, and then, you know, you come together that way, but, you know, or whether you leave things but you're still on speaking terms, okay, that's how it's coming through, as to be okay. So at the moment you're being told, with the confidence card tells me that you've got a lot of inner work to do about yourself, your self-worth, your self-value, how you see yourself in relationships, how you see yourself with others, you know, whether it's a personal relationship or friendships or family relationships. It's about how you feel within yourself, and that's what's most important. That's why the confidence card is coming up for you, and that's why it's come up twice for you, honey. Okay, it's about that. I can see that you're going through struggles there with the grieving card. There's closures there and new beginnings, which simply means that you guys may not align, but that's okay. You're going to be okay, but you need to find your worth. Okay? Thank you so much. We're in a new relationship. I went through a very bad relationship prior. Okay, so that closure and that new beginnings could be the new beginnings for you guys now, this new relationship. So again, find your confidence, work through how you feel and how you sit within a relationship and your dynamic there. But the key to any relationship is to be really sure of yourself and not get lost with being in a, you know, in a duo, instead of, you know, don't lose yourself. And that's why it's coming up with the confidence card for you. So I hope that helps, hon. I'll send that to you with lots of love. Constantly going up. Yeah. Guard constant. Yeah. So those are when they go up like that, that's healing. Yeah, sure, Chrissy. And Toddy. They usually, you know, when I see triggers and stuff like that, I go, that's something I need to work on. That's something I need to heal. What is it about that I need to learn? What is it about that I need to heal? When did this first start? So that's how you start to change that. That's how you start to move through that, and that's how you start to heal. Questions like that, and actually working through them and acknowledging them, and seeing that, right, what am I going to do the next time this pops up? How will I handle that differently? And sometimes you don't know until it actually pops up to how you're going to handle it. Hey Tammy, how you going? Alright, so I've got Toddy, is Hizra, Herza, sorry, is Herza missing me? Is Herza missing Toddy? I'm getting, yes, there's some feelings there. They're not overwhelming feelings, but they're, you know, I feel like every now and again, yeah, okay, so confirmation mode. I feel like every now and again Herza will sit there and reminisce about certain things, and that's where it's coming in as he's, you know, they're missing you. That's why it's not coming through as strongly, honey. So there's moments of where that person, that Herza, stops and reflects. So there's reflection happening. Okay? Chrissy, what does Chrissy need to hear most right now? Chrissy, honey, you've got the courage card. So for you, it's courage and strength. You also have the manifestations card in reverse. So that tells me like you're bringing in manifestations, but you're not too sure of them. It also feels like you are, in a sense, blocking yourself. So make sure you're really clear with your intent. Otherwise, you're going to start to manifest things that you don't want in your life, okay? And you're going to be constantly going around and round on that hamster wheel, wondering how to get off. So yeah, courage and manifestations in reverse. It feels like, yeah, you're bringing in manifestations, but you're blocking yourself there. So make sure what you're manifesting is what you want to bring in. Tammy, you're most welcome, Bonnie. You're welcome, Toddy. Yeah, be clear on what you want and make sure it aligns with you. Make sure it is something that you want and something that, you know, it's about intent. Make sure you're not just copying somebody else's manifestation as well. Because sometimes that doesn't align with us. You know, sometimes there's some wonderful stuff going around on TikTok and it's easy to get caught up in that. And, you know, sometimes it works for people, sometimes it doesn't because it doesn't align with them. So make sure it's something you really want. Excuse me. Alright, I've got Tammy. Tammy, what does Tammy need to hear most right now? Tammy, for you, I've got new beginnings coming in. Okay? But I also feel like, with new beginnings, I feel like, I always say that, you know, lean into the changes, lean into those opportunities around you. But I feel like for you, it's going to be a little bit of a, like a slower new beginnings. I feel like it's going to test you a little bit. So you're being reminded to stay grounded, okay? Tap into your creative talents. Okay? That's going to keep you present. It's going to keep you grounded. So do things that you enjoy, okay? I don't know where your beginnings are leading you. Katrina, is Philip going to have a relationship? Katrina, I'm a little bit confused by your question. Because when I'm reading it, I read it as though you're asking about somebody you were in a relationship with and you're wondering if they're going to move on. That's kind of how I'm seeing that question. And if that's the case, I can't answer it because that's, you know, that's totally has nothing to do with you. Okay. Philip and I are going to be in a relationship. That's a better question. Trina, is Philip and I are going to be in a relationship? Sorry, I wasn't understanding your question properly before. Flower Cloud. That's a pretty name too. Katrina and Philip going to be in a relationship. There's one of these coming through, like a year, maybe. I feel like you guys just need to talk and see where it leads. I feel like, you know, you're sitting back waiting when you could be sitting and talking and communicating and say, hey, you know, do you want to go wherever? Coffee date, tea, whatever. Just ask. I feel like, you know, some people come on and they ask about relationships, but nobody's willing to communicate about that. So it just sort of sits there in this energy, in this space, and each wasting time and wasting their lives waiting for the other to ask. This is what I'm getting for you, Katrina. I'm getting, you know, a lot of people, I find out a lot of people, some of this energy comes through like this, and you're waiting for the other person to ask when you could be the one doing the asking. Like, there's no rules anymore. There's no rules about who's, you know, asking who out. It's about having that conversation, and sometimes conversation is lost. It's about going back to basics. Sweater. Will Tanish be my boyfriend? Did I just answer that? Tanish be my boyfriend. Again, it's getting coming maybe energy. Free will. It's the same one, I think. I'm so sorry. Thank you. We broke up and I want to know if he's coming back to have a relationship. And that's the thing. Communication. If you guys are both sitting there waiting for the other, and it's not going to happen while you're doing that. There's no movement there. You see, I'm just sitting, I'm waiting. There's got to be some form of communication. Caitlin, you're back. What happened to you? I gotta go. My son's dad. Going to try to be part of his life. Something I'm going to try to be part of his life. Is my son's dad. You're most welcome, Mia. Good night. Good to see you again. I'm back now, Caitlin. I love it. I love it. Well, I'm just vibing tonight, so I'm still here. So Bonnie, hang on, Bonnie. Is my son's dad going to try to be part of his life? Is he going to try? Okay, so no, honey. I asked, is my son's dad going to try be a part of his life? And I was getting a small possibility of yes coming through, and I'm like, is he going to try? Is he going to actively try to be part of that life? And I'm getting a no, honey. Let's see there. Okay, sorry. Never dreamed you'd still be on, or I would have checked. I know. I'm probably going to... What have we got? 6 in. Does anybody else want cards? Otherwise I might jump off. Let's slow down a bit. Sorry. Oh, I'll jump off when I get to 30,000 likes. Or Bubba wakes up. One or the other. Are you going to the markets this weekend, Caitlin? Uh-oh, joined. You're most welcome, Bonnie. I'm going to have another lot. See if I get the same again. Bonnie. What does Bonnie need to hear? As if. Of course you're going. See, it's funny. You've got the same cards. Not the confidence card, not yet. But you've got the closures card and the grieving card. It's still there. Because it's what you need to hear most, honey. Bottom of the deck though, you've got the trust card. You know, sometimes people exit our lives for a reason and we just have to trust that process. And sometimes, you know, Spirit does for us what we didn't have the strength to do during that relationship as well. And that's okay, we still just have to trust. I figured it was off, because it's been like that, I think, since you left. Or somebody wanted to request to jump in the live or something or other. And I think that was just before you left and I didn't change it over and nobody bothered to tell me, so kept it the way it was, Caitlin. I knew you'd tell me though. Love it. No worries, Bonnie. Thank you for letting me get those cards for you. Hey, baby. Yeah. Oh, that's a little sleepy head. Yeah. There you go. I'll hop on your pillow and I'll get you a bottle of water. No? Okay. Alright, you're okay. What have we got? 5 in the live. Is there anyone else I'm missing that would like cards tonight? Otherwise I might finally call it a night because I've been on, I don't know, 5 hours nearly. No takers? Alright. I'm going to love you guys and leave you, and thank you so much for jumping in and supporting the live. Put your work in. Yeah, it's good. It's good because I've missed nights like this. I haven't been able to do it the whole holidays, Caitlin. So yeah, it's good. Loving it. Alright, night night guys.